Khan,
Hey,
Shalom, Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Right, it's your Captain Khalil, man. Servant Khalil, humble servant Khalil, K.O.Y. Back at it again with another Shabbat service Torah portion for you beautiful brothers and sisters, men, women, and children out there, Yasharala, trying to get edified in the truth, trying to stay on point, and just trying to do the due diligence, man, and keep that faith strong, right? Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Peace and blessing to all of y'all. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwam Yashala. Yeah, hey man, Shalom, man. Peace and blessings to all the brothers and sisters out there actually laboring, right? Being husbands to their wives and wives being wives to their husband, right? To the children out there, man, Shalom. That's out here, actually reverencing the Lord and not worried about he say, she say, but actually sitting here doing the work of the Lord, man. Teaching good things in the classrooms, man, right? To these other children that haven't ever heard, right, of this truth or of being the Hebrew Israelites, right? And Shalom, right, to the mighty elders, man, that labor and still do this work, stand on the corner and teach and wake up our people, man. Shalom.
Con. Pull that screen up. All right, it's like you. I want to go ahead and open up this thing with Psalms 92 real quick. All right, let's get that in blue real fast. All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 92, and verse number 5. Right. And it reads, O Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy
Mm-hmm.
thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Yahweh, art most high forevermore. Right? Hey, man, we got to recognize that the works of the Lord, man, are always playing a crucial point in everybody's lives, man. Sometimes they may be too deep for you to even understand. Who is man to try to grasp the works of the Lord, man? But there's some things that the Lord will put on your spirit, man, to understand what He wants you to know, right? A brutish man, he doesn't know much, man, right? A fool don't understand these things, man. They go about their daily lives, thinking they know everything, and so on, right? The wicked like to spring up as the grass. They exalt themselves, the workers of iniquity in this world do all kinds of wickedness, and then guess what, man? They flourish, right? But at the end, what? They're going to be destroyed forever. But Yahweh, He's the Most High forever. All right, just put that on your spirit, man. Let's go back. Gone. So right now we in Deuteronomy chapter 11, right? Continuing on in the Torah portions from last week. For all of you brothers and sisters that tuned in last week to the Torah portion of Shabbat services, where we're continuing on in Deuteronomy chapter 11, all right? Verse 26. We'll get that. Gone. I'll wait for Cap to get back. Bear with us, y'all. Bear with us, y'all. Let me put that banner back up real fast. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Help edify the nation. All right.
Khan, Salakia. Salakia.
All right. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 26. Right. And it reads, Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day.
Hey, do
And
me a
a
favor.
curse. Go ahead.
Do me a favor. Start at 24.
All right. Deuteronomy 11 and 24. Slaki, Israel. Verse 24. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours.
Mm-hmm.
From the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be.
So we already know that the Lord, right, is working on giving us the land, right? We already took over a good portion of it. You know what I mean? So now he's explaining, right? Moses is explaining to the people that you're gonna even have this, right? But there's a stipulation to the whole thing. Read the next verse.
God. There shall no man be able to stand before you, for Yahweh your power shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, as he
Mm-hmm.
saith unto you.
Con. So hey man, look, the Lord not playing. You feel me? Like you gotta do something, right? You have to fear the Lord and actually respect him so that way he could cast out your enemies. But if you're not respecting the most high, that hey man, it's gonna happen the opposite. Right. And that's what we read in verse 26. Right. All right, go ahead.
God. 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day, and
Mm-hmm.
a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your power, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day to go after other gods which ye have not known.
Mm.
God. And it
Con.
shall come to pass when Yahweh thy God hath brought thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon Mount Gerizim and the curse upon Mount Ebal.
Uh-huh.
Are
And do
they
me a
not?
favor. Do me a favor.
God,
Look up those mountains.
God.
Right. Look up those nations, man. See what's going on right there.
Let me look up the meaning of the words first, and then I'll look it up real quick. Gerizim is cuttings off, right? And Ebal means stone or bare mountain, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me go back real fast here.
Mm-hmm. Because this is a nation. This is two nations of people, and we know the nation by the land. Like one of them said, the son of Shaol or something like that, Shaol, and these different people, right, come from certain these different people come from certain tribes. So I was trying to see what tribes was dwelling in that land. But if we can't find it, we'll go ahead back.
Con, you can see the screen.
Mm-hmm. Mount Garrison. Yep.
Con. Now let me
All
get
right.
the
So I
ball
think I
today.
think so I'm thinking that's another Canaanite nation because that's what it says in verse 30.
And Mount Ebal. They're in the same they're in the same place.
That's land we
What?
conquered.
Mm-hmm. Watch. It's gonna go back. Mount Ebal.
Shabbat
Mount
Shalom, right,
Gerizim.
Todd?
You see the space between
Khan.
them? Right
Khan.
here?
Yeah, Khan.
Con. All right.
It's not far at all.
Mm-mm.
But that's Khan. So that got to be the other Canaanite nations, the Hittite, the Perizzite, one of those nations. I was trying to see
Con.
if it was
Con.
going to give us the exact nation. All right, Khan. Let's read on, King.
Con. Read on. Verse 30. Are they not on the other side Jordan, by the way where the sun goeth down, in the land of the Canaanites, which dwell in the champaign over against Gilgal, beside the
Mm-hmm.
plains of Moreh?
Mm.
For ye shall pass over Jordan to go in to possess the land which the Lord your God giveth you, and ye shall possess it and dwell therein.
Con,
And ye shall
and
observe to do all the statutes and judgments which I set before you this day.
and Dan didn't want to damn accept his lot of the land, right? So that's why Dan got punished, right? But he promised this land to us, man. So it was nobody when the Lord promised you something, it's nobody that could take that away from you, right?
Mm-hmm. Con's
Con.
right.
All that Yahweh said we do and hear.
All that Yahweh said we do in here. Con, Deuteronomy chapter 12, in verse 1. These are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do in the land which Yahweh, God of thy fathers, giveth thee to possess it,
Mm-hmm.
all the days that ye live upon the earth. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which ye shall possess served their gods, upon the high mountains and upon the hills and under every green tree. And ye shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire. And ye shall hew down the graven images of their gods and destroy the names of them out of that place. Right? That's going into that says a lot, destroy the names of them out of that place, meaning you're not just simply taking down uh banners or stone plating with the names of their gods written on. It's much more than that, right? We're completely destroying the representative state of these so-called gods in those places, so that way they won't have any type of glory to be in that place. It's not that whole land is not represented as that god. As generations pass by, they're gonna forget about the previous deities that dwelt in that place, even those nations, and what they represented.
Shabbat Shalom, King. Do me a favor, get 2 Kings chapter 30. I mean chapter 23 and verse number 1.
This is 2 Kings 23:1. And the king sent, and they gathered unto him all the elders of Judah and of Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
And the king went up into the house of Yahweh, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with him, and
Mm-hmm.
the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great.
Mm-hmm.
And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was found
All the words of what?
of the book of the covenant,
Mm-hmm.
which was found in the house of Yahweh.
Drop down to 14. So this story is about Josiah and him destroying the idols, right? Of the other nations. And the Lord was well pleased with him, right? So we need to always try to get brothers and sisters, man, to destroy and throw away their idols, man. Right? Go ahead and read
Come,
verse 14.
verse 14. And he
Mm-hmm.
brake in pieces the images and cut down the groves and filled their places with the bones of men.
So he went in there, he slaughtered a whole bunch of people, threw down all their worship statues and memorabilias and everything like that. Right? Read on.
Verse 15. Moreover, the altar that was at Bethel, or Bethal Allah, right, and the high place which Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, had
Uh,
made,
uh-huh.
both that altar and the high place he brake down,
Josiah
and
broke it down, man, and did
mhm,
what?
and burned the high place and
So,
stamped it to small
Con, so,
powder and burned the grove.
so as we see, man, they opened up, right? Go back to verse 2 right quick. I mean, yeah, verse 1.
Verse 1. And the king sent, and they gathered unto him all
Verse
the
2.
elders of Akan. And the king went up into the house of the Lord, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with him, and the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great, both small and great. And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was
That's what
found
this
in the house of the Lord.
this is what made him get that zeal, man. They opened up the book and said, "Oh, we're supposed to be doing this, right?" And Deuteronomy, what did it tell us, man? Right? It said, verse 3, this Deuteronomy 12:3, and you shall overthrow their altars and break down their pillars and burn their groves with fire. And you shall hew down the graven images of their gods and destroy the names of them out of that place. Right? So as we see, man, Josiah opened the book and read, man, right? Or a scribe or somebody read it to him, right? And you know, he made it happen, man. And this is our
Mm-hmm.
youngest king, man, I believe, right?
That's right. That's right.
This is
12
our
years
youngest
old.
king. He was no, I believe it was six, King. I
No,
believe
it's,
it was
it's
six.
12.
It's
12
12.
King. Mm-hmm.
Our youngest king, man. Right? And he got zealous, man. They read him the book, and hey, look, man, these gotta go, right? You got a precept, God?
Nah, I just wanted to bring out I just wanted to bring out real quick when it says the house of the Lord, right? And then you go back down to 14 or 15, Bethel, right? Bath, which just means house, right? Ba, the house, a symbol in the Paleo Hebrew. El or Allah, right? Just simply means house of the Lord, right? Just for further edification places, right? I'm gonna put get that real quick.
Con.
So the house of the Lord and Bethel are one and the same,
That's
right?
right.
But yeah, man, that's mighty. That's what they read, man. Like, okay, yeah, this is what it said we got to do. Hey, we got to do that, man.
God.
You know, that's mighty. That's mighty. So lucky I went
Man,
too far
they
here.
wasn't playing, man. You feel me? Josiah, he was zealous, man. You know, he was
Yep,
zealous.
Bethel, house of God. That's
Ah,
right.
ah. So yeah, I just wanted to bring out that account, man, because as we see, right, Josiah was like, "Hey, man, that's what we supposed to do. Bam, let's do it, right? What we gonna play with it for, right? Why we gonna
Mm-hmm.
play with it? You know what I mean? Shabbat Shalom, Netanah, Lieutenant, Soldier of Soldiers, Netanah, man. Right?
That's right. Hey, peace and blessings to the seven viewers in here, man. All praise to the Most High. Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. Success is journey.
Ah,
Most definitely, man. You know, been I've been talking to Elder DeBar, man. Everything's situated. Everything's copacetic. We definitely gonna be there in the spirit of the Lord, Most High willing, man.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwame Yasserala.
We definitely gonna be there, man. Lord willing, man. You know what I mean? If we don't get stopped on
Mm-hmm.
our journey, you know, or hindered in any type of way, we're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
out there, man. Family gonna be together, barbecuing, man. Big wine, you feel me? Big music. You understand me?
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right. See ya. We hope Most High willing, man. We definitely love to see y'all beautiful, beloved brethren over there, man. All praises to the Most High.
That's
Right.
right.
Let's go back. Deuteronomy. Again,
Kwam
Deuteronomy
Yashala.
12 and 2. Right? So yeah, that account in Second Kings, man, you know, that's what they did, man. They read the book of the covenant. Hey, this is what the Lord said we gotta do. We're gonna do that. And what did they do? Right? Utterly destroy all the places wherein the nations which ye shall possess served their gods upon the high mountains and upon the hills and every under every green tree. And ye shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire, and ye
Man,
shall hew down the graven images of their gods
man.
and destroy the names of them out of that place.
God.
God, God.
Go ahead, King.
Verse 4. Ye shall not do so unto Yahweh thy power, but unto the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there.
Mm.
Even unto his habitation shall ye seek, and thither thou shalt come.
Ah, man.
Hey, y'all ever played a
You know what I mean?
watch this, man. Hold on.
Hey man, the Lord ain't playing, man, with no other gods, man. He said to destroy them and burn them with fire, man. We don't have too many places, you know what I mean, to just in California to just set stuff on fire, man. You know what I mean?
God,
But hey, man, we at least need to throw them away. You understand me?
that's right. Hey, y'all ever played GTA San Andreas when we was back in the world, man? And
That's
you gotta take over territories, man. Hey, the Lord said, "Hey, nah, that's my area now. Go destroy the ballers from out of there, man. Break down their groves and their gods, man. That thing gonna turn green, man. That's
man.
Yahweh's land now.
You feel
It's my
me?
land.
This
You know
Grape
what I'm
Street,
saying?
you hear me? Grape
Con.
Street area.
That's right. And real quick, man, I got a preset right. Uh, Jeremiah 51:20, I believe. Right here. Jeremiah 51 and verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Right? So we've always been the Most High's battle axes and weapons of war, man. You know, since he raised us up to be the men to establish these type of acts on these other nations in the book of Numbers, man. You know, raised up men of war, right? And that's how it's going to be in these end times coming soon too, against all these nations that's ruling right now, right? And guess what? The Lord's going to put His name there, right? Matter of fact, I got one more. Uh, Jeremiah 16, verse right here, 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, right? And so on, right? Right here, verse 21. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know, I will cause them to know mine hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is Yahweh, man. Right? That's his name getting reestablished in the earth, man. Right? Through his son Yahweh Shai, and of course through the children of Israel, who are the battle axes and weapons of war. You know? Khan. That's right. That's right. Khan Adawam. That's right. Adawam Yam. Right? Yeah. MHW. We will see ya Malachian. I caught that. I got that out. That's right,
Mm-hmm.
red tie faith. That's right. Grind them into dust, man. You know, if Moses took that calf, man, and grind that thing into dust and cast it into the water, man. Hey, we're gonna do the same thing through the spirit of the Lord to these heathen nations, man. You know, strip
That's
them
right.
of their garments, strip them of their gods, strip them of their groves, right? So Yahweh Shah can come, you know, and reestablish peace on the earth, man. You know, in
That's right.
righteousness. Going back, but I
That's
you, King.
right. Kind of all good. Let's read on.
Come. All right, verse number 6. And thither, right, ye shall bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices and your tithes and heave offerings of your hand and your vows and your free will offerings and the firstlings of your herds and of your flocks. And there ye shall eat before Yahweh your power, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand unto, ye
Mm-hmm.
and your households, wherein Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee. Come. Verse 8.
Con.
Ye shall not do after all the things that we do here this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. Right? For ye are not as yet come to the rest, and to the inheritance, which Yahweh your power giveth you.
Mm. Hey
But when
man,
ye
and that Salakia, and that rest, man, that rest is to come, man. Right? And we have not yet entered into it, man. Right? Go ahead, King.
come real quick, Slacky. Come. Verse 10. But when ye go over Jordan and dwell in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth you to inherit, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety, then there shall be a place, Slaki, then there shall be a place which Yahweh your power shall choose to cause his name to dwell there.
Quick precept.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, and verse number 17 in the GNT. Right? It says, the angel also told me to proclaim, the Lord Almighty says that his cities will be prosperous again, and that he will once again help Jerusalem and claim the city as his own. Right? So just like we reading right now, man, we ain't gonna forever be from out of the land, man. The Lord gonna claim us as our own, as his own. You know what I mean? Put us back in the land, and we're gonna be at peace once again, man. Right? Go ahead.
That's right. That's right. That's right. God. Reading on. And ye shall, verse 12, and ye shall rejoice before Yahweh your power, ye and your sons, and your daughters, and your men servants, and your maid servants, and the Levite that is within your gates, for as much as he hath no part nor inheritance with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you right, we already know, like we read back in Leviticus, the Levitical priesthood, they're separate from the rest of the children of Israel, according to the practices of sacrifices and the tithe offerings. Right? We give to the Levites give to the Lord. Right? Everything we earn in tithes, that is what the Levites. This is their gain. This is for them also. Right? They don't got to go out there and haul any goods or do any cattle work and grow any crops and stuff like that. Their increase comes from them being set apart from the blessing of the Lord and from the children of Israel. We give them their increase, and the Most High gives us our increase. Right? Read on. Con. Verse 13.
I got one more precept on what we
Go ahead,
going
King. You
in.
got it.
Right? Con,
Go
this
ahead, King. You got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1 in the GNT. It says everything that happens in this world happens at the time God chooses. Right? So we have to understand, man, that we in this walk, right? And we want this thing to hurry up and for us to get our land back, man. But everything in this world happens at the time that God chooses, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna drop down to verse number 9. It says, what do we gain from all our work? Right? I know the heavy burdens that God has laid on us. He has set the right time for everything. Right? So there's a right time that we're gonna go back to the land of the Lord, man. Right? But we have certain things that need to unfold beforehand. Right? But that
Mm-hmm.
land is forever promised to us, man. And nobody else could claim that land as their own, man. Right? It says in Deuteronomy 12 and 1, it says, these are the statutes, judgments, which ye shall observe to do in the land which the Lord thy God of thy fathers given thee to possess it, man. Right? So that land is never not going to be ours, man. No matter if we in there or not in there, that land is given unto the Israelites, man, which ye are.
Con.
Right? I yield.
Con. That's right. Can't bring it out. That's right. That's right. Right. Con. Give me real quick Galatians 3 and 18. About the Shah.
Mm-hmm. I got you, King.
Bring it out. Galatians chapter 3 and 18.
So this is the book of Galatians, right? Chapter 3 and verse number 18. And it reads,
Mm-hmm.
For if Yahweh's gift depends on the law, then it no longer depends on his promise. However, it was because of his promise that Yahweh gave the gift to Abraham.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So hey man, it's a promise at the end of the day, right? The promise is that he blessed Abraham, that his seed after him, right, and so on, would inherit that land, man. Right? That's our land, no matter if ands or any buts about it. It don't matter if we go off. It don't matter if we do unrighteousness, or the Lord's just gonna be like, no, what? I'm not giving y'all that land. No, man. The Lord made a promise, man. Right? And we understand it, right? He's not going
Mhm.
back on his word.
That's right. They got a little more on this, man.
Read it.
It
Go
said,
ahead, King.
it said, what then was the
Mm-hmm.
purpose of the it says, what then was the purpose of the law? It was added in order to show what wrongdoing is, and it was meant to last until the coming of Abraham's descendants, to whom the promise was made. The law was handed down by angels with a man acting as a go between, but a go between is not needed when only one person is involved, and Yahweh is one.
That's right, man. That's the ultimate judge, man. You go to court, man, right? The judge tells you, okay, look, this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna let you out on bond, right? He don't need the lawyer to come and establish. He don't need no mediator to come and establish. Well, this is why I think, judge, you should give this man bond. No, man, the judge already said it himself. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need you to. I don't need the prosecutor to give me no insight. I don't need the lawyer, the mediator, to give me any insight. This is what I'm doing already. That's my promise. I'm giving this man a bond, man. You know. So the mediator ain't necessary for the promise that was already established through Abraham, but the mediator is very much needed to pay for our sins, man. To make an account for us, right? It's a promise, man. We can't go back on our promise. So I got one more precept. We can move on. Sluff you.
All good. All good.
All right, let's go to Second Peter chapter 3. Classic, right? And verse number 9, man. Right? The Lord is not slack concerning his promise,
Man.
as some men count slackness, right? The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. Men, the way we count slackness is how, man. Oh man, I gotta go to work today. 5 more minutes. 10 more minutes, man. No, man. I gotta wash my car today, but you know what? I might do it tomorrow, man. Next day come, you know what? I'll wash it on Friday. No, man, right? The Lord ain't slack concerning any of his promise. If he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, man. Right? Which is let us have that land. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance, right? And that also goes into, hey, man, if you don't keep the commandments, man, hey, man, baptize in fire, man, right?
Man.
If you keep the commandments, guess what, man? You baptize with the washing of the water of the word, man, right? No matter what, Yahweh Shai is still going to come through the Spirit of the Lord, right? Through the decree of the Lord, pursuant to Zephaniah chapter 2, right? He's still going to do some type of purification process. It's getting clean regardless, whether it's by water or whether it's by fire, man. The earth is going to get cleansed, man, regardless. Con?
That's right. That's right, man. The Lord is gonna clean up the earth, man, no matter how we feel or how we think, man. I ran into a brother last night at camp. He was he was like, oh man, we all bleed red. Nah, man, that don't work no more. You feel me? Like that don't work no more, man. You need to come back to serving your God, man. We don't all bleed red like that. You feel what I'm saying? Our blood runs deep and it's different. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it kind of messed with me, man, because I'm like, damn, bro, like we all bleed red, man. Nah, that don't do it no more. That don't cut. You know what I mean? That don't cut it.
Yeah, that's why every time somebody hit me with that, man, I hit them with the, hey, man, hey, a pig bleed red too.
Yeah.
Like a dog bleed red too, man. Are you the same as a dog? No. Okay, man. Get out of here with that madness, man.
Yeah.
Hey, soldiers of Yahweh Shai, Shalom, Ma Shabbat Shalom, King. Call Allah Yahbashim Yahshua Barakatah.
Khan, call
All
on
right.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Khan, that's right. We doing our due diligence, man. Gotta stay strong and steadfast in this thing, man. Right? 2 Corinthians 15:58, right? That's right. The water up. All right,
Khan,
going on. Hey, shout out, peace and blessing to the 10 viewers in here, man. You know, Shabbat Shalom. May the Most High have favor upon y'all, man. All praise to the
Khan,
Most High. All right, let's go back. Yeah, man, but the Lord's not slack concerning his promise, man. All right.
Khan, start at 5.
11 and 5. Oh, it's lucky. I went
Yeah.
back too far.
Khan, 12 and 5.
It's lucky. Right. Deuteronomy 12 and 5. But unto the place which Yahweh your power shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall ye seek, and thither shalt thou come.
Khan, so that we went on that whole rant because this right here, man, he chose it, man. He promised it to us, right? Go ahead, King.
And thither ye shall bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices and your tithes and heave offerings of your hand and your vows and your free will offerings and the firstlings of your herds and of your flocks. Right? And there ye shall eat before Yahweh your power, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand unto, ye and your households, wherein Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee.
Khan, and when it says, and there ye shall eat before the Lord your God, man, that means you're gonna be full, man. The Lord is gonna give you enough to where you're sustained, right? He sustains us, man. When we come back to following his laws, man, he even sustains us then, man. How much more when we was in the land did he fill us up, man, and give us everything that we needed, man? Right? He said, you shall eat, man. When you eat, look up that word eat right quick. When you eat, man, it's a sustenance, man. You feel what I'm saying? You're able to live another day, man, and you're in good health, right?
Eat, a call, right? To eat, devour, burn up, feed. Right? Consume, devour, dine, eat, food, feed. That's right. Meat. Right. Hey, so, man, and go ahead, King. Go
ahead. No, you got it, King.
Hey, man, you know, this is how you know you in the safety of the Lord, man. You ain't looking back to and fro like Deuteronomy 28:66, man, trying to have any worries, man. You know, always looking behind your back. Oh, you know, that cop kind of down the street behind me. Let me move. No, man. You in your house, right? Your belly is full. You got your toes out. You relaxing. You got a peace of mind, man. Right? That's when it goes into the physical eating, man. You should be able to eat your food, get your belly full, relax in the land of the Lord, man, without no worries, man. Right? But then when we go back, Ezekiel chapter 3, right? Classic, verse number 3, right? I'll start at verse 2. No, I got to start at 1 from the top, right? Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll. Hey, man, that's us, man. That's you beautiful brothers in this chat right now, man. Right? Even sisters too, right? Teaching other sisters through the spirit of the Most High, man. Right? We eating what the Lord gave us to eat, man, which is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. You see that? So yeah, man, we want to be in the land of the Lord, established, right? No worries, right? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments, man. Because when you know you keep, matter of fact, I got another precept through the spirit, right?
Remember, Salak, remember, man, when he said eat, man, another word for eat is to feed and dine, right? And when you dine, right, somebody could be feeding you. So the Lord feeds us when we eat or dine in the word. He feeds us, man. Right?
That's right. Right. So we getting fed, man, right? Being able to have our bellies out, toes out, relaxing, no worries in our lives, man, through the promises of the Lord in the land of the Lord, man. right? And also, when you're keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you have a peace of mind, right? Because you filled with the wisdom and knowledge and understanding on how to maneuver throughout this world through the guidance and the strength and the shield and the fortress of the Lord to protect you, right? This is Sirach chapter 7 and verse number 1. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee, right? My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold, right? Hey, man, you keep these laws, man, you're going to have a peace of mind, man. When we back in the Lord, really eating some good chicken, drinking some good wine in the kingdom where Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we're going to be bellies full, toes out, relaxing, safety with a peace of mind, man. Con?
Con.
Now you.
All praise to the Most High, man. Right? We're going to continue to dine, man.
That's
Go
right.
ahead and read. Go ahead and read.
Con. Verse number 8, right? Again, 7 again. And there ye shall eat before Yahweh your power, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand unto, ye and your households, wherein Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee. Ye shall not do after all the things that we do here this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes.
Con.
Verse 9. For ye are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance, which Yahweh your power giveth you.
Con. So remember, man, we still waiting on that thing, man. Just like them. They haven't fully, the Israelites back then, right? Our ancestors, they didn't fully make it into the land yet, man. Just like us, man. We haven't fully made it in yet, man. But we're practicing and rehearsing so that way when we do get there, right? When we do get there, we get this, man. Right? And we don't have to worry about these problems anymore, man. It's the book of Jeremiah. Right. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse number 30.
Right? It out.
It says, instead, those who eat your salakia, my bad, 31. It says, the Lord says, the time is coming when I will make a new covenant with the people of Israel and with the people of Judah. It will not be like the old covenant that I made with their ancestors when I took them by the hand and led them out of Egypt. Although I was like a husband to them, they did not keep that covenant. The new covenant that I will make with the people of Israel will be this. I will put my law within Salakia. I will put, my bad. I will put, why am I missing this thing? I will make the new, yeah, for real. The new commandment that I will make with the people of Israel will be this. I will put my law within them and write it on their hearts. I will be their God and they will be my people. So that's why we're going to end up having to get the laws written on our inward parts, man, because the Lord, he don't want to have to see us go through this type of stuff anymore, man. This the last one, man. Right?
That's
this the last captivity, man. We ain't going through no more, man. Right? The white man ain't Japhet, he Esau, right? And we ain't going into slavery under the Arabs, man. Right? Brothers need to stop keeping these different doctrines, man. We not, hey, man, this Lord willing, this the last one. And from the precepts that I read, the white man, the goddamn devil that the Bible speak of, right? And this our last captivity, man. Right?
That's right. That's right, man. King. If not, we got to go through a whole nother slavery, man. It's ain't looking like that, man. But yeah, that's right, King. That's right.
Man. Right. No more slavery, man. We going into our rest, man.
Bring it out, King. And another thing on that note, man, right? Verse 9 again. For ye are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance. Meaning what, man? We still going to and fro in the earth, man. Still going through hard times and troubles and tribulations. That's why in Matthew 24 and 13, man, Yahweh said, man, hey, you got to endure until the end. Then the same shall be saved, man. Then you're going to get your rest, right? Luke 1:68 on down, man, to be saved from the hands of our enemies, man, and so on, right? So we're not yet in that rest, right? And also right here when it says, and to the inheritance, man, meaning what? We not fully come into the law, man. We still breaking commandments out here, Israel, Jake and Eve, man, right? So I got a precept on that one, right? Ecclesiasticus, real quick, chapter 17 and verse number 11, right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17 and verse number 11, and it reads, right? Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance, right? The heritage is another word for inheritance, right? Our heritage, man. He gave us the law for our heritage, right? And we don't do nothing with it, man. So right here it says, for ye have not yet as come to the rest, meaning the land of the Lord, to be established everlasting, and to the inheritance, man. We ain't fully coming to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Still trying to get people to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They're not taking their inheritance with the bold heart, man. They just doing nothing with it, right? And one more, right? And then I'll yield. Ezekiel, since I already have it up there, 36 and 26.
Calm.
Right? A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you.
Man.
And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. Right? So the same way that the Most High wrote with his finger on the tables of stone that he gave to Moses to write the commandments on, hey, guess what, man? That's our mind too, right? He's going to write with his finger to write upon the tables of our mind the commandments, man. Graven with his finger. Y'all know what? I'm gonna write it in the tables of your mind this time, man. That stone, that stony mind, you know, and that stone is gonna become flesh, meaning what? It's gonna come to life, man.
Right. Quick precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 35 and verse 1. Thou shalt not appear empty before Yahweh, for all these things are to be done because of the commandments. Right. So we want to keep these commandments so that way we could right do this right here. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34 and verse number Salakia, and verse number, I'm missing it. I just had it. Oh yeah,
Take
right
your time,
here.
King.
Calm. And verse number Salakia. Damn. Where was I at? Was I in?
The Lord,
Yeah,
the
okay.
Lord gonna give it back to you.
Salakia. It's right here. This verse 29, chapter 29, Sirach, right? And verse number 11. Lay up thy treasures according to the commandment of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold, right? So we have to understand, man, that we need to be laying up these treasures, man, right, in heaven, man, and not worried about the treasures that we have on earth, man, right? It says in verse Salak, it says in verse number 10, it says, loose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. Right. So the thing that you gain, the knowledge that you gain within this truth, you know, the certain situations that you go through and you make it out of, you got to lose that, man. You got to tell that to your brother, man, so he don't have to go through that same thing that you've been through, man. Right. So you want to lose your money, man. Your money is not always a tangible things, man. Your money is also something that you treasure, man. Right. Something that's near and dear to you, man. Right. Hey, man, I know you lost your son. I lost my son too back in this day. You feel what I'm saying? And this is how I got through that, man. And that's dollars, man. That's gold, man. Right. Because you helping your brother get out of a sticky situation, man. Right. It don't always have to be monetized, man. Right? Are you?
That's right. That's right, King. You know, stack up them treasures in heaven, man. That's gonna go well with thee. Don't go and be like Achan and bury the goods of Babylon into his tent, man. You know, stuff that don't matter, stuff that's valueless. Hey, man, you gonna get put to death, right? Let me tap back in on some of these comments real quick so I don't look over them. Jude 1 and 2. Mercy unto you, and peace and love be multiplied. Appreciate that, King. Shout out to the soldiers, Yahweh Shah, man. Make sure y'all go and tap in on that YouTube channel, man. Mighty brothers doing some mighty work out there through the spirit of the Most High, man. All right. Come on. All praises.
Con.
Proverbs 4:25 through 27. Here, let me pull that up since it has more verses, right? It's like Proverbs 4. It's like Israel. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25 through 27. Let thine
Mm-hmm.
eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Mm.
Mm.
Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Right? Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Right?
Mm.
So you got to have a straight path, man. Right? You got to look dead on, straight on course, man. Right? That's how you got to come into this thing, man. Once you come into this truth, man, you got to, oh man, you know what? I kind of want to go watch that football game. Hey man, you know what? They kind of drinking henny and doing stuff that I used to like. No, man, stay on this path, man. Right? And ponder thy path. Ponder means to always wonder and look at your goings, man. Wonder and ponder on the way you maneuvering about this world in this truth, man. Right? And let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Right, which brings me to another precept real quick. Sirach chapter 33 and verse number 4, 2. Right, it's like you. Put Sirach. Sirach 33 and verse 2. It's like you. Verse 3. Right. Nah, it is verse 2. Salaki, right? Verse 2. I'll start at 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. But in
Mm-hmm.
temptation, even again, he will deliver him. A wise man hateth not the law, but he that is an hypocrite therein is as a ship in a storm. Right? Y'all seen the movie The Perfect Storm, man? Right? Big old tidal waves and going through all kinds of obstacles in your life, man. Right? Swaying back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you being a hypocrite, man. You got to be a captain on that ship, straight on course. You can't be with your little telescope. Hey, you know, hey, that island over there looking kind of, hey, that one got coconuts. No, man, we on a dead course to the kingdom, man. Stay on
That's right.
course, man. Because if you try
Con.
to go to the island or you try to go to that island over there, man, hey, man, you ain't gonna make it, man. Your ship gonna sink. Ak,
Con.
Aqua, Jake and Eve, man. Right? Real quick. A man of understanding trusteth in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle. Hey, man, the promises and all of that stuff is already established. The law are instructions already telling you how you gonna be and what your outcome is gonna be if you keep it, man. Right?
Con.
Now you.
That's right. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, man.
Come on. That was deep in those precepts for a second.
Con, man. You gotta go, man. You gotta go through the spirit for a little bit, man. You understand me?
That's right. That's right. All right. Where we at, King?
I
Verse
believe,
10. Verse 10.
yeah.
Come on. Deuteronomy 12 and 10. But when you go over Jordan and dwell in the land which Yahweh your power giveth you to inherit, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety, then there shall be a place which Yahweh your power shall choose to cause his name to dwell there.
Mm-hmm.
Thither shall ye bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings and your sacrifices, your tithes, and the heave offering of your hand, and all your choice vows which ye vow unto Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall rejoice before Yahweh your power, ye and your sons, and your daughters, and your men servants, and your maid servants, and the Levite that is within your gates, for as much as he hath no part nor inheritance with you. Take heed to thyself that thou offer not thy burnt offerings in every place that thou seest.
Con, so hey, man, you can't just build the altar on a side of where the altar at and say, yeah, I'm gonna offer one right here. Nah, man, the altar is the altar for a reason, man. The tithes to the Levites are tithes to the Levites for a reason, man, because they have the priest office in that and the right altar that we built up, right?
That's
And the
right.
Lord
That's
loves
right.
that. Look, check this out. This is the book of First Kings, right, chapter 8, and no, chapter 9, and verse number 1. It says, after King Solomon had finished building the temple and the palace and everything else he wanted to build, the Lord appeared to him again, as he had in Gibeon. The Lord said unto him, I have heard your prayer. I consecrate this temple which you have built as Salakia, as the place where I shall be worshipped forever. Right? So this
Mm,
land, this place, these altars, the incense altar, the altar for the food, right? For the lambs, the rams, the goats, man. Right? That place, man, God has consecrated it, man. So you don't want to go on the outside of the hood, right? And make a offering, man. You want to stay in the hood, man. You want to stay in the kingdom of Yahweh, man, in the palace, in the temple, man, right? And offer your offering, man. Let the Levites
con.
do the work, man. Let the Levites do the work that they get paid to do, man. Don't try to take
That's
somebody
right.
else off, man. We seen a lot of people get killed for that. Don't take nobody else off.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Great analogy, King. Hey, we've been through some things, man. We got analogies like that. You know?
God.
Con. Reading on, reading on. Con. Again, take heed to thyself that thou offer not thy burnt offerings in every place that thou seest. Hey, man, the Lord said do it here. The Lord said do it there, man. You going off, man. You going over according to your own mind, right? Deuteronomy 12 and 14. But in the place which Yahweh shall choose in one of thy tribes, there thou shalt offer thy burnt offerings, and there thou shalt do all that I command thee. Right? And what did he command
for,
us right here? To
for
bring
the
what?
Levites.
Yep, our burnt offerings, our sacrifices, tithes, heave offerings of our hand, and our choice vows, which he vowed unto Yahweh, right? But he just
Mm-hmm.
commanded us, right? Con. Verse 15. Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates.
Mm. He
Whatsoever
said, you
thy
can still, hey, that's cold blooded. He said, don't think that you can't still cut up and barbecue wherever you at. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
but when it comes to offering that offering, man, bring it to the priest, man. Right? In one portion of the script, man, it tells us, hey, man, it's better for you not even to barbecue at home, man. Just bring the animal to the Levites, man, and y'all cook it up together, man. Right? I
Mhm.
forget where I say that at, man. I think it's in Leviticus, right? It might be the Leviticus or Exodus. He said, "Hey, man, if anything, just bring me a peace offering." You know what I mean?
Con.
I'm loosely paraphrasing it, but hey, man, that the Lord would rather you do that. But even right here, He let you know that don't mean that you can't sit there and barbecue, man, and give thanks to the Lord, man, when it's done cooking. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
You got
Con.
something?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it first and I'll bring it up. Right, verse 15 again. Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee. The unclean and the clean may eat thereof, as of the roebuck and as of the hart. Right? Let me read that in the G&T real quick, right? Verse 15. But you are free to kill and eat your animals wherever you live. You may eat as many as the Lord gives you. All of you, whether ritually clean or unclean, may eat them, just as you would eat the meat of deer or antelope. Man, and we
Man,
brought this out a couple of Shabbat services ago. It's probably like a month back, right? when we was going
Yeah,
into Leviticus, man. Right? We brought out the roebuck, man. Let's see what that
God.
roebuck looking like, man.
Hey, check it
Right,
out, man. Check it out, man. That thing look good, boy.
man. Let me
Man,
get a meaty one. This one, he looked kind of meaty. This one right
man.
here,
Chunkity chunk, man.
man. That thing, man. That's a lot of meat. It's
Whew. A
lucky.
lot of a lot of us never even taste deer before, man.
I
Man,
know, man.
I taste it, bro. It's good.
Con, con. That's right. Aqua, powerful. That's right. Con.
God.
All praises. Yeah, man. That roebuck, man. Can't wait
Hey,
till we get to the kingdom, man.
go get the go get the antelope too, man.
Con.
This one look beautiful, like well favored meat, man. I never had this one before, man. I wouldn't even lie to y'all. I did have deer, man, and I don't know if that's the way they seasoned it or is automatically like that, but it had a hell of a kick to it. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of spicy, man, but it was good, bro. The meat super tender.
Man,
Yeah, there we go to antelope, man. That's a mighty animal, man. Look at that.
look at this guy right here.
Ooh. Hey, man, that thing could pick up a car, man. You,
Con.
you feel me? That thing could pick up a car, man. That's good eating right there.
That's right. That's right.
You understand me? Damn, that
Yeah,
white one look
con.
good. I don't know why it look good, man, but that one look good. Hey, every animal that's white, the skin is black.
Con. Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's how you know we the pure ones, man. You feel me? Because
Mm-hmm.
underneath, right, we might have black on our outside, you feel me? But inside, man, we white as snow, right?
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, I learned that, man, from dealing with pit bulls and different things like that. Even sheep, when you shave it, you saw the sheep when we went over there. You know what I mean? If they was taking care of them good, man, all them sheep would have been white, but under them is black.
Con.
Yeah.
Red tie face said, "Put that puppy up on a fire stick. I don't even need salt."
He said,
That's
roast
right.
that.
He,
Roast that.
he said, "Deer kebabs."
That's
Hey man,
right.
all praise to the Most High, man. All right, let's go. Let's go.
God.
Verse number 16. Only ye shall not eat the blood; ye
Mhm.
shall pour it upon the earth as water. That's right.
Man.
Thou mayest not eat within thy gates the tithe of thy corn,
Mm,
or of thy wine, or
mm.
of thy oil, or the firstlings of thy herds, or of thy flock, nor any of the vows which thou vowest, nor thy freewill offerings or heave offering of thine hand. Yeah, man. Don't be eating all your goods, man. If you got something set apart to make an offering in any of these matter, man, don't eat that, man. You know.
Nah, it's not Salakia. It's not even going in on that. It's saying like, hey man, first thing first, man, you got to give your tithes, man. So if
That's
you,
yeah, that's right.
yeah, first
What you
thing
sep-
first,
what you separate as your tithe, yeah, to make your offerings or your sacrifices, don't eat that.
yeah, man, don't do not touch that, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's he said, let me see, I'm gonna get this quick precept. Um, Salakia, bear with me,
Now you ain't gonna have no offerings.
for
That deer kebabs though, man. That's still
real.
sitting with me.
Hey, that's a good one, bro. We know we love the lamb kebab, man. Right? So get Salakia. Mm-hmm.
Leviticus chapter 4.
What is that?
No, let me see quickly.
Khan, nah, but Matthew 6:33. But yeah, Khan, you could grab that too if you see something.
I got you. Hold on 1 second.
Khan, but we got to give unto the Lord was his, man, first. That way we could be increased on the latter end, man. Right? We don't want to give unto the Lord last, because you know how Jake is, man. Hey man, we spin stuff up, man. We spin it up, man. So if we had all that livestock, all those corns, hey man, we cooking, every 3 days. Hey brother, you coming to the cookout again? Hey brother, you over there every 3 days, man. You coming to the cookout, man? Everybody bring your family, man. We busting down lamb, ram, goat, right? Elk, you know what I mean? Every day, man. So he like, hey, give me what I need first, right? And then deal with your own stuff.
Mm-hmm. God, this is Matthew 6 and verse 34, 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
And part of seeking the kingdom of the Most High, man, is giving tithes to the Levites, man, right? Because the Levites keeps us close with the Most High. So if we seeking the Most High first, we're gonna give our alms, we're gonna give our tithes. You feel what I'm saying? To the Levites, the ones that's actually doing the services of the Lord, man. That's you know chopping down meat, bleeding them, and cooking them for the Lord, man. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
like you said, man, seek ye the kingdom of heaven first, give your tithes to the Levites first, and then have all your fun on the weekend or whatever. He said, Yahweh don't do leftovers, man. You're right about that, dog. You're right about that, right? But I yield right there, King.
Con. No, but what you just said though, don't worry about your the stuff that you have, your corn, your wine, anything that you have to offer. Oh man, you know what? How am I gonna eat tomorrow? Nah, man, you're gonna be established, man. Right? 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Con.
Right? Don't worry about how you gonna eat that corn tomorrow. Hey, the Lord gonna give it back to you, man. You
Yeah.
know, it's a it's a,
Con.
it's a ring. It's a ring. The Lord's judgment, which is the righteous judgment in this matter, is likened unto a ring. Right? We
Con.
give, Levitical priests take, they give to the Lord. The Lord returns back, and it's just a big ring, man.
Con. Con.
You
That's right. I
know.
wanted to pull that. I wanted to pull that precept out earlier, man, because the Lord's so righteous, man. Everything he do, it moves in a circle. Like when we was going
Hmm.
in on, getting the kingdom again and having rest, right? We had that rest, man, right? And we had the kingdom, man, right? But his
Uh,
judgment and the way that he move is like a ring. So that kingdom is coming back, man, right? So
that's
just
right.
like that, man, in a circle, man, is coming back, man. Right? The kingdom coming back. His righteous judgments is like a circle. His harsh and judgment that is to whip us into shape. It's in a circle, right? Are you?
Hmm. I'll bring it out real quick. The second Esdras, right? Second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Man, you feel me? So hey man, just like the brother brought out, man. What I mean, you give unto the Lord, man. The Lord gonna give that thing right back, man. Right? He's looking at your
Hmm.
heart when you give too, right? I had $13 in my cash app. I was like, you know what? I'm about to send this to the alms. I'm about to send this to the alms, man. My last 13, send it to the alms. You know what I mean? Because the Lord is trying your brain, man. He's trying your heart, to see if it's in the right place.
That's
Are
right.
you?
That's right. All right, going back. Deuteronomy 12 and verse number 18. But thou must eat them before Yahweh thy power, in the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose. Thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and thou shalt rejoice before Yahweh thy power in all that thou puttest thy hands unto.
Uh-huh. See, and Slick Side, the Most High, told you again, man. Give it to the Levites in your hood, man. Let them cook it, man. Give it as a peace offering, and have a barbecue with all your family, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, Yahweh is beautiful, man, at bringing us together, man. It's us that separate ourselves from one another, man. Yahweh always finds a way to bring us together, man. So beautiful.
That's right. That's right. Verse 19. Take heed to thyself that thou forsake not the Levite as long as thou livest upon the earth.
Mm,
Con. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge thy border as he hath promised thee, and thou shalt say, I will eat flesh, because thy soul longeth to eat flesh, thou mayest eat flesh,
mm-hmm.
whatsoever thy soul lusteth after.
Con. And when you read this, it's Deuteronomy. We just got the law in chapter 4, right? I mean chapter 14. Oh damn. That's 14 what the law had or 4?
So, like you say that again, King?
Never mind. We about to get the law again. Right? Nah, so we know that we can't eat no anything, man. So when it says whatever your heart lusts after, that don't mean if you lust after pork, you could go ahead and eat it, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I thought it was 4 though. Didn't he give us laws in 4?
Deuteronomy 4, Deuteronomy 4:14.
He did give us laws. But yeah, it's not the food though. 14 is the food law. All right. Salakia.
Con. Verse number 21. If the place which Yahweh thy power hath chosen to put his name there be too far from thee, then thou shalt kill of thy herd and of thy flock, which Yahweh had given thee, as I have commanded thee, and thou shalt eat it in thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after.
Khan. And when he says Salakia, when he says it says my bad, I'm gonna read it again. If the place which Yahweh thy power had chosen to put his name to put his name there be too far from thee, then thou shalt kill of thy herd and of thy flock which the Lord had given thee, as I have commanded thee. When he says that as I commanded thee is going back into verse 16. Only ye shall not eat the blood, ye shall pour it upon the earth as water, right? So when he says as I commanded thee, he's reminding you, hey, but you can't deal with the blood, right? You gotta pour it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Con. I'm gonna read that real quick. Deuteronomy 12 and 21. If the one place, Slacky, if the one place of worship is too far away, then whenever you wish, you may kill any of the cattle or sheep that the Lord has given you, and you may eat the meat at home as I have told you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It said the
Con.
meat, man. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Not the blood, man. The Lord trying to keep us away from those enchantments, man, that the other nations use. Right. And
That's right.
if we wanted to be petty, man, we could go. I don't know if that'd be petty. Actually, probably be righteous, man. We could show you, man, the Africans, man, getting the bowl of blood, man, and drinking it. Right.
Man, man.
They actually do that, man. That's why the Lord's like, hey, man, look, I don't want you even touching a particle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Lord's sick of these other nations, man, and He don't want us to be nothing like them, man. I yield.
Con. Drinking blood out of the damn skulls of the animals, man.
Man, come on, man. I know we saw it before, man, but a lot of people might not have saw it, man. Hey, man, they wicked, bro.
That's
Wicked,
right.
wicked, wicked, wicked. They wicked, man.
Reading on. Verse 22, right? Even as the roebuck and the hart is eaten, so thou shalt eat them. The unclean and the clean shall eat of them alike. Right? So I
Man,
even have to tell you, like, look, the roebuck and the hart, those are clean animals, man. It didn't say
man.
as the swine or as of the mouse, man. It's letting you know whatever you lusteth after or whatever you wish to eat has to be something similar to even as the roebuck and the hart, which are clean animals, right? To
It's
eat them,
true,
thou
man.
shalt eat them, right?
God, hey, red tie is stupid, but you stupid, bro. But nah, man.
Man,
So the
oh
Lord
no,
making us.
yeah, cons.
My
Esau
bad, my
came up with
bad.
a new thing called blue rare. Blue rare is you just put it on the grill, just it's done. I need my blue rare. Esau wicked. Go ahead, King
Dang.
Slacky.
Yeah. So but yeah, man. Like I was saying, man. The Lord making us want to go find out how these things taste, man. Now I want to taste an antelope, man. You know what I mean? I feel like going shoot one and go ahead and eat that thing, man. You know what I mean? He want us to yearn to eat the roebuck, man. Right? And to be
Con.
honest, it's starting to sound pretty damn good.
Make my stomach growl, man. Hey it. Man. Con, reading on. Right? Verse 23. Only be sure, right? Be sure, right? That thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh.
Man,
Man,
see, I
yeah, that's
told you.
Esau, man. Thou shalt not eat it. Thou shalt pour it upon the earth as water. Thou shalt not eat it, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, when thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of Yahweh.
Man.
God. Verse 26. Only thy holy things which thou hast, and thy vows thou shalt take, and go unto the place which Yahweh shall choose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt offer thy burnt offerings, the flesh and the blood, upon the altar of Yahweh thy power, and the blood of thy sacrifices shall be poured out upon the altar of Yahweh thy power, and
Mm-hmm.
thou shalt eat the flesh. Right? Then you should eat the flesh. Right? Get rid of
Come.
that blood, man. Right? Verse 28. Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee forever, when thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of Yahweh thy power.
Uh-huh.
Con,
Hey,
let me get that word for good. Go ahead, King.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, man, chapter 6 and verse the elementary scripture, right? Chapter 6 and verse number 4, I believe. And it says, no, verse 7, it says, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, right? So we understand, man, the way that it'll go well for our children when we read right here. It says, verse 28 in Deuteronomy 12 and 28, observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee forever. So the only way that it's going to go well with our children that's after us, right, and the children of their children, right, is if we teaching them these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? It
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna go. Look at us. They said, "Oh, you can't eat." The Bible talk about not eating pork. Oh, you can't get tattoos, right? And then they sweep it under the rug and they eat pork and they get tattoos, right? And then all your life you're like, "Damn, as a Christian, we could do what we want. I could get tattoos. I could eat pork, right?" Because they told you one thing in church, but when they got home, they was living a whole nother thing, man,
Mm.
right? So us being these leaders, these shepherds, man, right? We got to teach our kids, man, to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. So I yield with that, King.
Con. All right. Read. Matter of fact, I pulled it up right here. So yeah, we have to do that which is good in the eyes of the Lord, man. Meaning what? Agreeable, pleasant, right? If the Lord agrees with it, hey, man, we can do it. You know. Let's go down
Uh-huh.
here. Best, what's best for us, right? Better, bountiful, cheerful, right? So we want to do what's best that the Most High, because the Most High loves us dearly, man, and He only wants what's best for us. So when He says to do that which is good, it's something that He has to agree with because He knows what's best and what's better for us. Okay? For what?
That's
Our
right. That's
welfare, prosperity,
uh,
and happiness. You know,
hey, that's on the money, man. Right, that's on
that's
the
right.
money, man. That welfare, man, and not no damn welfare these women getting today, man. Right,
Welfare
but we
checks.
talk,
That's right.
but we talking about the
Mm-hmm.
real welfare, man.
Con.
Right, you got to break those two words down, man. Well and fair,
Mm-hmm.
right? That means
That's
it's
right.
gonna
That's
go
right.
well with you, man. Go ahead.
Con. Where am I at? Verse 29. When Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whether thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
Mm,
After that they be destroyed from before thee, and thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Don't even care about none of that, man. I don't give a damn how the hell they bow down, how the hell they serve their gods, man. To hell with all of that, man. I'm serving this. This is our land. This is Yahweh's land now, man. Get out of here, right? Let me get that in the G and T. 12 and 30. Uh,
Khan, I got you, King. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, and verse number 29,
mm-hmm.
30.
30. Uh,
Khan. Verse number 30. My bad. Verse number 30, and it reads, um, after the Lord destroys those nations, make sure that you don't follow after their religious practices, because that would be fatal. Don't try to find out how they worship their gods so that you can worship in the same way.
mm, that's right.
Man,
Oh, it's going to entice Jake, man. It's going to entice Eve, man. You know?
Khan. Get First Kings chapter 11 and verse number 4.
This verse,
Check,
first, the book of First Kings 11 and 4. Go ahead, King.
check this out right quick, man, because we always got to remember, man, we got to look at Solomon, man, and remember, man, because that's our forefather, man. That's Yahweh. He showed us how he messed up, man. Right? He lived that life, man. You understand? Of obedience. I mean, of abundance. I meant to say. Right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. God. For it came to pass, when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
Because he was inquiring, man. He was
Mm-hmm.
inquiring about how you do it, what you was doing with him. You did this. Oh, this is how y'all did that. All right, okay, right. Go ahead.
And his heart was not perfect with Yahweh his God, as was the heart of David his father.
Read on.
For Solomon went after Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians,
And that
and
sounds like how
after
you get how you get asteroids, right? Go ahead.
Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites.
Go ahead.
And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord, and went not fully after Yahweh as David his father.
Man, and you see what I'm saying? So this is why Yahushua had to come and serve that punishment, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he died in his old age as Solomon. Right? But now, man, he had to come and serve that punishment, man, so he could be made perfect unto the Lord, man, unto Yahweh.
That's
Right?
right.
Drop down to 9.
Verse 9. And Yahweh was angry with Solomon, because his heart was turned from Yahweh, God of Israel, which had prepared unto him twice.
Con,
Appeared.
read verse 8. My bad. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto their gods. And the
So
Lord was angry.
he
Con, go ahead.
gave them all that they needed, right? Which means he's serving the God when you give them what they need to serve their God. You should say, nah, you're not serving them no more. You're going to serve Yahweh, right? Whether you like it or not, right? You could do
Mm-hmm.
other things in secret that I don't know about, but when it comes to me and you, right, you're going to serve my God, Yahweh, right?
That's right.
So, but we see that the strange he inquired about the strange gods and figured out what they needed, how they was doing it, and he ended up falling short. Right. That's all I wanted.
Con. And the Astaroth goes into Asherah, right, which is another word how you say the groves, the Asherah poles, right? And the Asherah poles you see today, man, is them strip club poles, man. You know?
Con, con,
Let me go ahead and prove that real fast. All right,
con.
let's
Go
get
ahead, King.
Astaroth. All right. Come on, 1 second.
Con, man. They was dancing around them big old poles, man, looking to be to prostitute themselves out, man. Right.
Uh-huh.
The Babylonians also had that custom, man.
That's right, that's right. All right, let's get that real quick.
Con,
Ashtoreth, right? Ashtaroth star, right? The principal female deity of the Phoenicians, worshipped in war and fertility, right? Also Ishtar, right? And then when you look up Asheroth or Asherah, right?
and
Oh,
Google.
right? This is the Asherah pole, right? Right here, right? Or you could just type in again Ishtar pole, same thing, right? Then when you go back again, bam, right? Sacred tree or pole that stood near Canaanite religious locations to honor the so-called goddess Asherah, right? Strip pole, right? There's this one image that I had right here. Bam! Look, stripper dance poles, right? Look at the top part of that. They danced around this pole, man. Right, and that's what you see today in the strip clubs, dancing around this damn pole to please the kings. You know, these wicked rulers of the earth, man. Look, got her things all out, man. Got her milk compartments all out, man. And look at these two; they're the same thing, right? Let's get out of here, man. I want to cause Jake. I want to put that in Jake's mind, man. But yeah, man, it's wickedness, man. Come on, let me get out of here. I don't want to see that wickedness. Come on, going back to Deuteronomy. God, you on mute, King?
That's why Solomon fell short, man, because you go through all this, man, you see all this, man, and you get enticed, man. And then now
Uh huh.
next thing you know, you done went and got some dollars, man.
God, check your text messages, King.
You done went and got some dollars for hire, man.
Hmm. That's why the Lord said, "Don't go and serve these other nations." In Deuteronomy chapter 7, man, don't marry their daughters and none of that, because it's not wise, man. You know, it's gonna cause y'all to go off, man, and serve their gods, serve their powers that rule over them. You know, man, I ain't getting hypnotized by that nonsense no more. You know,
Con, I'm looking at it, but I don't understand the question. I don't
I think he's
understand it.
saying so the blood that contains life, so we have to pour it back on Yahweh's altar, which who created the life?
Con.
That's what you're trying to say.
Everything goes back to Yahweh, man. Everything goes back to Yahweh. Just like a seed, right? A seed dieth of itself, and then it brings forth fruit, and then that fruit, you eat it, you another seed dies, and then it brings forth fruit again, right? So everything goes back to Yahweh. Yahweh giveth life, and He
Mm-hmm.
taketh it away, right? Because all things are Yahweh's, right? Let me get that,
Con.
man. Let me get that precept, man.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Hey, read it for me, King. Colossians chapter 1 and 16.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 1, and verse number 16. And it reads,
No,
For by him,
no.
for by him were all things created
No.
that are in heaven and
Mhm.
that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. Uh, that's the last part is really where it brings it home, man. All things were created by him and for him, right? I could see it in a sense, give it back to me because I don't want y'all to. It's not for y'all to have, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do away with it.
He even got
You
it in
know,
Sirach too. He got it in Sirach. Damn.
I know there's one in Job. Job was a cold
Oh yeah,
book of
Job.
wisdom.
That's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, get that one, King. Where it says,
Uh, right here, 41 and 11. Who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine.
Khan. Hey, one more quick precept on that. Give me Romans chapter 14 and 8. And then we're gonna
It's
lead it.
the book of Romans, chapter 14, and verse number 8. For whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's.
We what?
Are the Lord's.
So no matter, hey man, when we do these offerings, and we pour that blood on the altar, man, exactly what you said. The question, it was a statement and it was a question. Lord willing, you got edified on that.
Con. He said you writing that thing down, man. All praises
Uh,
to the Most High.
I was thinking to
Con.
myself, I need to write that. I was thinking to myself when we started going through it, I need to be writing these precepts down, man.
Con. And
God.
real quick, verse 9. For this end Christ both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and the living.
Man.
Right. He went
So
back
hey,
to the Father too, because he belonged to the Father as well.
Con. Um, they didn't give you the paper,
Going back.
so 1621, I believe.
Where we at? Where we at? All right. Salaki, Israel.
Oh, my bad, King. Let me help you right quick. We had 30.
Con. Verse 30.
We went on a rant from the GNT.
Con. All right. Verse 30. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. After
Mhm.
that, they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even
Mm.
so, I will do likewise.
Mhm.
Thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh thy power, for every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For
Mm.
even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. Man,
Damn. And
child
we followed,
sacrifices, man.
that, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's grab it right quick because I need that precept anyway. pass
Con,
through the
con,
of Molech.
con. Also, okay, I thought I was typing it in this whole time. Salakia.
Isaiah chapter 30, 43 and 2.
Oh, con. Can I read the one in Leviticus real quick?
All praises to the Most High.
Con. This Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am Yahweh.
That's it.
Right.
Don't get the other one.
Okay, con.
Don't get the other one. That's the one we need. Leviticus chapter
Right in the
18.
law. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Chapter 18 and verse what?
21.
All praises to the Most High.
Con.
All right. All that Yahweh said. Did we
Wait,
read 30?
Salakia. Nah, I gotta read 32. Salakia.
Con.
What things soever I command you, observe to do it, thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. Bam.
Man. All that Yahweh
All that Yahweh
said.
said we would hear and do.
We will do and hear, man.
That's right. God.
God. All right, let's get it.
13.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
God. This is Deuteronomy 13 and 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For Yahweh your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. God. Ye shall walk after Yahweh your power, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. God. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh thy power commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Man. So somebody coming after you, man, and having dreams and prophesying, saying, look, man, we should go serve these other gods instead. Hey, man, that contradicts the Lord, man. The Lord would never say that, right? The Lord stands 10 toes down on what he said, man. You know? So if anybody comes to you and say, oh, yeah, I had a prophecy, I had a dream, man, let's go serve these other guys. Hey, man, destroy that person, man. Because that fully contradicts Yahweh, man. Yahweh will never, ever say anything of the like, man. He brought us out of Egypt. He put us on the right path. And all of a sudden, somebody's going to prophesy and dream saying we go serve other gods. That ain't from Yahweh, man. Destroy him. Off with his head.
Check it out. Check it out right quick. So it says, what verse you read?
To 5. 1 to 5.
It says, verse 5. Get Job, chapter 2 and verse 10. It's verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he had spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh thy power commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put evil away from the midst of thee. Right? And Job was a perfect man, man. Right? And the Lord was explaining something. And this is how we're supposed to do when it comes to evil. Right? Read that for me, King.
God, this is Job, the book of Job, chapter 2 and verse number 10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips.
So we have to not sin with our lips, right? But this is that's the wrong precept, man. I think it's in
Verse
Job
9.
1. No, I
Verse
think it's in
9.
Job 1 and 8.
Con.
But when we see evil, man, we need to shun that thing, man. We need to shoo it away, man. We need to run from it, right?
Con. Job, the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 8. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
And escheweth evil, man. Right? Meaning he get the hell away from it, man. So hey, man, like it's telling us in Deuteronomy, it said, hey, you need to go ahead and murk that person, so that way you could get that person the hell away from you, man. Right? So that way you can serve the Lord and not become evil, man. Why would you want to listen to a prophet that's not prophesying in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, but they're prophesying in the name of Belial or whatever other god that they got, right? I yield right there. And that's right,
What's
Red
that
Todd.
one?
That's
Let me see. Con. Let's see. I don't got nothing. All right, going back. Con. That's right. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
man.
Verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or the son, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth, thou shalt not consent unto them, nor hearken unto him. Neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. Oh man, that's deep, man. So don't even agree with him, don't listen to him, right? Don't even have pity, like, oh man, you know what? I feel bad for you. Nah, man, you going off. The Lord said you got to be put to death for that, man.
Calm.
Neither shalt thou spare him. You know what? I'm gonna have mercy on you. Nah, man. The Lord says destroy him. Neither shalt thou conceal him. I'm gonna try to hide you. Hey, man, that's going off, man. Man. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. Man. And thou shalt stone him with
Hey, let me let
stones.
me let me let me get that in the GNT right quick.
Con.
That's a deep one right there. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13 and verse number 9. And it reads, so like these numbers is different. And it reads, kill them. Damn. My bad. It says kill them, be the first to stone them, and then let everyone else stone them too. Stone them to death. They tried they tried to lead you away from Yahweh, your power, who rescued you from Egypt where you were slaves. Right? That was 9 and 10. Man, it said kill them. First word, man.
Man, that's deep.
Kill
That
them.
hit that
Stone
hits
them to
hard,
death.
man.
Man.
If y'all ain't got you a GNT Bible or NLT, man, get that thing, man. That thing hits different, man. You know
Man.
what I'm saying? You gonna hit some threes from one side of the court, one side of the court right, and you're gonna hit the same threes from the other side, but they still gonna hit, man.
Man,
It's just at a different angle, you know.
that's right.
Con, and thou shalt stone him with stones, Slakia. Deuteronomy 13:10. And thou shalt stone him with stones that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
Con,
And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you.
man,
Right? That's one of the main things of being set apart, man, from these other heathen nations, man. Verse
it's
12.
because, it's because, like it said at the beginning, it said, the Lord hated the things that these other nations have done. That's why He's telling you not to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I forget what verse it was, but it was somewhere up there. Go ahead, King.
It was, I think it was in chapter 10. He said, not because of your righteousness if I'm bringing you into the land, but because of the wickedness of these nations, I'm having you go destroy them.
Oh, that one too.
Roughly
Yeah,
paraphrasing. Yeah, that one
yeah,
too.
that one too. But
Mm-hmm.
up above here, it says, my bad. It's
Talking about the
um
dreamer of dreams. Talking about they're
exactly
prophesying for us to go serve the
verse
gods.
verse 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Reading on.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities, so, Slakia. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities, which the Lord thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known.
Mm,
Then shalt thou inquire and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be truth, and the thing certain that such abomination is wrought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword,
man,
destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof with the edge of the sword.
man.
Man.
And the reason why he said that is because they be doing nasty stuff to the animals, man. So he said, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
man, don't even trust it, man. Kill all of it."
Mm-hmm. That's right. Even their items. Watch this. Verse 16. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shalt burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof every whit,
Damn,
for Yahweh thy power, and it shall be in heap forever, and it shall not be built again. Hey, that's
man,
what's getting ready to happen to America, man.
man, burn,
Man, that's crazy. Heavy parallels is going on in Deuteronomy, man, representing what we going through here and these captivities, man. Verse 17. And there shall cleave not of the cursed thing to thine hand, that Yahweh may turn from the fierceness of his anger, and show thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee as he hath sworn unto thy fathers. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord thy power.
man. That's a big deal right there, man.
That is the big deal, man.
To do things that's right in the eyes of Yahweh. That
So
makes
so 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 when all hell breaks loose during Jacob's trouble, man, around that time through Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose, man, hey, guess what, man? Don't give a damn about robbing. Don't give a damn about looting their gold and all these things, man, because we set to destroy this place, man. You know? You taking of the spoils, man.
Man, we don't need those things, man. Those things are done. They have been served, right? And now they are finished. Right? We don't want to
That's
keep
right.
none of that.
Infection. infection of sin is contagious. That's right,
Man,
man.
man, so true.
Yeah, and that's a
So
sad story, man. Christian keeps saying Yahweh Shai coming back to save everyone. No, no, man, that ain't the case.
yeah,
Only the children of Israel, man, the saints. Touch not mine anointed, man. Right? That's right. All that Yahweh said we will do in here.
Khan, the bar Yahweh will not shema. All that Yahweh said, we do and hear.
Con.
What we at 15? 14.
Deuteronomy 14, the
Khan,
dietary law.
here we
Right?
go, here we go, here we go. This the good stuff, man. Right? We gotta be
Mm-hmm.
happy to be reading the law, man. Right? I love reading the
Con.
law, man. I used to
That's
couldn't
right.
stand it, man, when I wasn't good with spiritual things, man. But
Mm-hmm.
now, this that good meat, man.
That's right, Red Tide. All that Yahweh say we doing here. That's right. We say
That's
that
right.
at the end of each chapter when we read in the law. You
Con,
know,
con.
the water for joining us on the utterance of those words. Huh?
That's right. I didn't even realize that's what he did. Right?
Yeah, con,
All praises to the Most High, man. Right?
con.
Because we see in the law, man, that Moses will come bring the law to the Israelites, right, to our ancestors, and then after that they'll say all that Yahweh said we will do, right?
That's right.
So now we keeping up that what you want to call it? I guess we could call it that
Tra-
ritual, man.
yeah,
Right? Or
con.
we keeping up with that, man. And we saying the same thing, man, because now we repenting Israelites, man. We are our
That's right.
ancestors, man. Right?
Let me get that for him real quick, just real fast.
Come,
It's like
Baba Kusha. Baba Kusha, man.
Exodus. This is Exodus 19, a verse. All right, I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse number 5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall
Mm-hmm.
be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him. And
Mm-hmm.
all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken, we will do.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses returned the
That's
words of the people unto the Lord. Hey, this is what they said. They said that they will do. You
God.
know?
So that's why we say that, man. We keeping up, heritage, man. Right? We keeping our heritage, man. We bringing our heritage back, man. Of saying all that the Lord said, man, or that Yahweh said we will do, man. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Going back. All right, it's Deuteronomy 14:1. Ye are the children of Yahweh your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead.
Mm.
For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself
Unto himself, man.
above all nations that are upon the earth.
Man.
Right? Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
Hey, check this out right quick. This the book of Deuteronomy in the GNT, right? Chapter 14, verse 1. You are the people of Yahweh, your power. So when you mourn for the dead, don't gash yourselves or shave the front of your head, as other people do. That's the whole point. As other people do, right? You belong to Yahweh, your power. He has chosen you to be his own people from among all the people who live on the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, man, stamped and sealed, man. We can't cut our forehead, man, right, with a razor, right? And we can't gash ourselves for the dead, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, King.
You see these Hamites out there having like a whole body full of just cut marks all over their chest and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Morning, man.
Kind of three on the face right here, three on the forehead right
Mm-hmm.
here. You know that. Matter of fact, go look it up right quick, King.
Con. Uh,
We got a little bit of time, right? See, the sister was inquiring, man, cause I got a unibrow, man. I got a unibrow. I shaved that thing, man. So his sister was inquiring, man. Right? Yeah, it's not talking about that, right? What you looking up right now?
I'll put African's death ritual for mourning, cutting of the body. I'm just trying to get an image to see if they show. Like there you go, bam.
You got
Uh,
zoom in. You got zoom in a little bit on something.
right here, bam.
Yeah, fine. There you go. Zoom in a little bit if you can, King.
I can't. I'm at the limit. It's gonna start getting
All right,
smaller.
cool, cool.
What I
All right,
could
but
do
yeah,
is
you can
click
see that.
this.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yep. Look at that.
Con. Wait, hold on, Slucky. All right, check this out.
That's what he
All
talking
right,
about.
it says scarification. That's what it's called. Scarification involves scratching, etching, burning, branding, or superficially cutting designs, pictures, or words into the skin as a permanent body modification or body art. Right, the body modification takes roughly 6 to 12 months to heal. In the process of body scarification, scars are purposely formed by cutting or branding the skin by various methods, sometimes further sequential aggravating wound healing methods at timed intervals like irritation. It don't say nothing about of the dead part in this, but y'all get the gist of it.
Yeah, con. So
They do with all kinds of matters. Go ahead, King.
con and when it's talking about Salakia, when it says or shave the front of your heads, it's talking about the same thing, cutting, right? Shave go look up the word go to back to the Blue Letter Bible
Con. One second.
and look up that word shave the front of your head or between your eyes. Right? Sometimes it says so the Bible tells you if you're not hold on. Let me real quick. Might as well go into it. We read it a lot, right? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 15. And it reads, But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? But verse 1
Mm-hmm.
says this, and it shall come to pass, if you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Right? So we have to be diligent sometimes in these laws, man, and figure it out, man.
That's right. That's right. Con, what she say? Oh, you brought that up? Yeah, Con.
Um,
The scripture only specific to when someone dies. It'll go to it'll be also included as doing the works of these other nations, doing what they do, right? Because the Lord never told us to do anything of that matter, right? It's not in the law. So that would pertain also to not doing what these other nations do and don't do what the Egyptians did as well, right? Because they would do stuff along those lines as well, right?
uh, also is not only dealing with the dead, right? It's talking about the action of it, period. It could be it could be something that you just like to do. Man, you have certain people that just like to see their flesh bleed, so they cut themselves real small with a razor, right? Nobody don't have to die, but that's not our custom, right? So,
That's that emo spirit, man.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's it on that.
Con, it don't have a shave there, but it only says make baldness, right? But let me get that in Leviticus 21, right, for the shave part.
Uh-huh.
21, make baldness upon their head. Now they shall they shave off galah, right? To pull, shave off, be bald, devastate, right? Lay waste, pull, shave.
Con. So it's talking about the same thing as in Leviticus. That's why Deuteronomy is called the second law. Right. So it's
Mm-hmm.
talking about the Egyptians, Salakia, the Egyptians and other nations like them, they will bald all the top of this, and they will have that braided tail in the back and that braided tail on the beard, right? And the Lord didn't want us to accept those same customs.
Con. And to answer your question, furthermore, sis, right? It says in 21 and 5 says, they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. Right. In
Mm-hmm.
this portion of this verse, it don't even say for the dead. Because I know you
Mm-hmm.
questioning if that's only meant for to mourn the dead. In Leviticus 21 and 5, it don't say for the dead. It just says simply not to do this work. You see what I'm saying?
Period. Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Con, I on the bar, sis. I on the bar.
Con. All praises, all praises. All right, going
Hey
back now.
man, inquiring minds would like to know, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I mess with CC, man. She always bringing it out, man.
That's right. That's right. Bring it out. All right, read it on. 14 and 1 again. You are the children of Yahweh your power.
Yeah,
Ye shall
let's
not
go.
cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and the pigarg. I'm gonna get that real quick. And the wild ox, and the chamois. Right? What's the pigard? I never seen that yet. Unless it's something that just it's just word different. Pigard, a clean animal. Okay, it's a kind of antelope or gazelle. Real fast. All right, quick with it through the spirit of the Lord. All right, pigard. Get that. Images. Bam. Okay, that's a pigard. It's a version of a antelope mixed with a goat type of
That
animal.
thing, that thing look flavorful, man.
You just hungry, huh?
Hey man,
Oh man.
my horn look like it came from that one, man. Let me check that out.
Okay.
It looked like my horn came from that thing.
Let me type it one more. Bear with me. Animal, all right. Pigard animal. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wait, man.
It's like a goat. It's like an antelope and goat. That's what they look like. A goat with antelope horns on it. Damn, look
Man,
at that mighty thing.
they look tasty, man. That's what they look like.
God, so yeah, that's a pigard,
Hey,
right?
we
Pigard.
need to get
All
a
right.
hunting license, man.
You just can't wait for the feast days. Come in. Oh man, same here, man. I'm
We
guilty
need to
too,
get a
man.
hunting license, man. Go shoot one of these things.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right, let's go, King. We almost there, y'all. You understand me? We almost there. The brother be back in a second, right? Sometimes things happen,
It's a lock, yeah.
right?
All right, let me go back.
Gone. Hey, I know you feeling me, man. I know you feeling me, Aqua. I know you want me, Nathaniah, Tazitan, right? Goddamn Captain Khalil to bring home the real stuff and not the bacon, man. We want to bring home one of them antelopes, man.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. All right, come on. All right, let's go. Let's go. Right. Chamois, real quick. I got to get that too, right? Just for the edification of myself, including y'all. Put that in
God.
here. Right.
Hey,
Chamois.
inquiring minds would like to know, man. All
Oh,
right.
okay. That's
Oh,
a
that's that
sleek
thing
looking.
again. Yeah, that's that thing again.
The
Yep.
chamois, right? Rupicapra or alpine chamois is a species of goat slash antelope native to mountains in Europe, mostly southern Europe, to Mediterranean, the Alps,
Hey, you was right.
Dinarides.
You was right,
Come on, go
man.
ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
You was right, man. Antelope mixed with deer, man. Antelope mixed with goat, man. You was right, man. You was on the right track, man. The Lord give you the spirit.
Hey man, I would like to have one of these just as a pet, man. That thing look mighty.
Yeah, straight up.
Hey, I love animals, man. That thing's clean looking. You know what I'm
Look
saying?
at that.
It's
Look at
like a
that. Look
lamb. It's a baby one right here. He don't got his
mm,
horns grown yet. Sheesh, man.
that's
Hey,
clean.
the Most High is so magnificent with His works in the earth, man. We got to give all
Man,
praises to the
look at
Most
that.
High, man.
Look at that. Look at that one right there with the cream color.
This one,
Yeah,
con,
man.
it's a Abruzzo. Yeah, I like that. I like that. See, this one look like a lamb. Con,
Big time, bro. Big time.
all
The Lord
praises, all
mighty
praises.
in his works, man. Who's able to glorify him more than he magnify himself, man?
That's right.
Right?
That's right. His works
Dang.
alone, man. His works alone. But this is one I just seen right here. The baby with the mother. Right here. Look
Yeah,
at
that
this.
one. Look, man. The true love, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like we kiss and embrace one another, man, the animals do it too, man.
Hey, Red Tie,
Right?
you hungry too? You can't wait for the feast days too.
Hey, hey, man, I'm hungry too, man. I want to kill one of these things, man. I want to
Man,
kill and eat. All right,
let's
let's
go
go,
back.
King.
Chamois, right? And every beast that parteth the hoof and cleaveth the cleft into two claws. Mm.
hmm
And cheweth
So,
the
hey,
cud. Go
hey,
ahead,
check
King.
it out. Check it out. They go on the side of the mountains, man. Right?
Uh-huh.
So, and I know you're probably gonna look it up, but you remember last time we saw those pictures? I believe it was rams, and they was
Yeah.
climbing that side of that mountain, man. That is hilarious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at them. That's how they move, man.
This the one right here. This that one right here, man. This one. This I seen this. Hold on, I gotta pull it up, man. Will it play from here? Will it play from here? Where'd it go?
Hey,
Where'd it go?
man.
I don't
That's
know
what
where
he's
it went.
talking about, though, and the one that cleave. Look at that one. That's the one we saw the
Yeah.
last time, and cleave at the cliff, man.
Mm-hmm.
They like walking up these crazy places, man. Rock climbers, man.
Mm-hmm. Esau
Look
be so intrigued with this, man.
at
Right here.
is it gonna play on YouTube?
That's not playing. Oh, it's lucky. Bam.
You gotta share that screen. Look at that. And they love doing that, man. That's what's so funny about these different animals, man. Because rams do that. This one does it. You know what I mean? Goats do it.
Mm-hmm. Right there. Look at that one. Sheesh.
Look.
They feet is made for that, man.
And yeah, look, check them.
It's
Oh
because
man,
this video
look.
talk about there's salt at the top of that, and they go up to lick that salt. You know, that's what they're doing to lick that salt, and
Okay,
then go right back down. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Right here, look, they looking the salt right here. Yeah, they see that salt, that
Yeah,
white, that's the salt right there. That's all they going up there for, just to get that salt, man. That's it, nothing else,
that is crazy,
man. All praise to the Most High, man.
man. It's beautiful, man.
One more,
Beautiful.
one more, one more. I'm gonna get a scene of all of them. Damn, look at them. Whew.
Yeah,
They is not playing no games, man. Hey, the Lord said you can eat that, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's flavoring its own self, man. It's salt in
it's
itself.
adding. I was just about to say that. Yeah. The salt in
Hey,
the inside and on top. Yeah, that meat. Yeah, we eating that
look,
meat. See
look,
that
look
that's
at
that's
that.
the part in the hoof right there. Right, real
Yeah.
quick. Let me get that
Man,
hoof.
you
Woo!
gotta love the law, man. You
And
gotta
every
love the law.
beast, and every beast that parteth the hoof and cleaveth the
Man,
cleft into two claws. See that?
man,
The two claws, man. See, the Most High is very specific, man. We gotta give all honor and glory to the Most High, man. That's beautiful
hey, man,
how He has it set up,
all
man.
honor. Man,
Man, to two claws, man. You can eat that. That's how we identify what's clean and not clean, man. All praise to the Most High. Let's go back, man.
aha,
Man, yeah, they lick the salt from the concrete. That's right. That's right.
man,
Can we barbecue at the festival? Yeah, we could, sis, because it's not the Shabbat. Everyone's on one accord. It's a Sunday, so called Sunday. First day of the week. Yeah, we definitely bring in the grill. The same
we
way we
going
set
up.
up our new moons and how we gather for our new moons, we're gonna do that at the festival. We're gonna have the
Time
canopies, chairs, coolers, all that good stuff, sis. So yeah, most definitely.
it'll be times two, man. Times two, Lord willing.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right? And every beast that parteth the hoof, right? And cleaveth the cleft into two claws, and
Mm,
cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat.
man,
Mm.
woo,
Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney, for they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you.
con,
And
let me get
go ahead,
this
King.
right quick. It
Go
says
ahead,
in
King.
14 and verse 7, it says, but no animals may be eaten unless they have uh, divided hoofs and also chew the cud. You may not eat camels, rabbits, or rock badgers. They must be considered unclean. They chew the cud, but do not have divided hoofs.
That's right. That's right. Point blank. Period. Let's go.
Uh,
And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud. It is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. Right. Let me get that in the G&T Bob Kashaw, King.
all praises. I got you, King. All right.
Mighty,
So this
mighty
is
verse 8.
this is Deuteronomy 14 and chapter 8. It reads, do not eat pigs. They must be considered unclean. They have divided hoofs, but do not chew the cud. Do not eat any of these animals or even touch their dead bodies.
Con. I know y'all in the chat right now, y'all on this live right now have a hint of what chew the cud means, but let's get it. Let's get a good definition of that so we can solidify the understanding of what that means.
Hey,
Right?
me too, Red Todd.
Con.
me, me too, King.
All right, chew the cud. This one's better, right? Ponder over meditate. No, slocky right here. Further chew partly digested food. More definitions. Um,
There
the
we go.
practice of muttering or ruminating. Right. Let's get that. Let's get ruminating now. Right. That here. Bam. Paste. Enter. Ruminate. Think deeply. Nope. That's not what it is. Let's get muttering. All right. Slocky. Muttering. Copy. Bam. Paste that in here. Definition. Nah, see, that's going into something else.
Now, when you put it together, you get the right meaning.
Kind of through the spirit, but I'm trying to get the actual physical characteristics of what that means. If I don't find it in the next 1 minute, we could just move on. It means like regurgitate your food. It don't fully
Uh,
digest its food is what's going into. So I
uh,
guess this is the best one. Chew the cud of a ruminant animal. Further chew partly digested food. Right. Definition. Yeah, that's it. It don't fully chew its food or fully digest its food. Right. Right here, the cows chew the cud though. Beef, right? They secrete saliva. The saliva contains a natural antacid which helps to buffer the rumen or first compartment of the stomach. Proper buffering of the rumen allows a cow to digest forages better and to eat more feed, which helps her produce more milk. So they fully clean uh they fully digest their food, you
Uh,
know.
and it goes
So
through
it's
a whole process.
go back. Con.
Show a picture of the stomachs right quick.
Okay, slucky, slucky. Food digest process.
There you go.
Which one's a good one?
That top one.
The top one?
Yeah, right there. Can't really see it, but there's the names of the different stomachs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it has cow has, I believe, 4 stomachs,
Con. Yeah, that's
right?
right.
I
That's
can't
right.
really see the names, but and they're hard to pronounce. But as you see, right, click that white one, that white picture
I could probably get it. Hold on.
up
Bear
top
with me.
to your
Yeah,
left.
yeah. Yeah, I got you. Got you. This one, right?
Are you
Hold on. Got you,
jammed
King.
up?
I got you, King. Go ahead. Right
No,
here.
okay. Yeah, that one right there. It kind of shows you what we looking at.
Mm-hmm. Esophagus, reticulum, amossum, abomasum, rumen, small intestine, then out. Out.
Yep. But then out.
The
Yeah,
other
go
names,
through each.
in layman's term, it says the paunch, honeycomb, many plies, and then the true stomach. The 4 stomachs.
Mm,
Yeah, con. Yep.
con. So yeah, that's the animals we want to eat. The animals with 2 or more stomachs.
Con. Going back, going back.
All right, let's go through it, man. See, one thing
All
about
right.
the law, man, you gotta be patient.
Mm-hmm. All right. You shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
Mm-hmm.
Man. 14 and 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. All that have fins and scales ye shall ye eat. And whatsoever hath not fins and scales, ye may not eat. It is unclean unto you. All right. No catfish, y'all. No catfish. All right.
God, that's right.
It got fins, but it ain't got scales, right? All right.
Bring it out.
No escargot or none of that either, man. Shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. Right. Deuteronomy 14 and 11. Of all clean birds ye shall eat. Right. But these are of they which ye shall not eat. The
Uh-huh.
eagle, the osprey, and the osprey,
Uh-huh.
and the glede, and the kite, and the vulture after his kind, and
Hey,
every raven. Go ahead, King.
check this out. So in the GNT, verse 11, it says, "You may eat any clean bird, but these are the kinds of birds you're not to eat: eagles, owls, hawks, falcons, buzzards, vultures, crows, ostriches, seagulls, storks, herons, pelicans, uh, the cormorant, uh, hoopos. I don't know what the hell that is. Hoopos and bats. All winged insects. All right. That's it. But hey, man, look up right quick, man. Look up
Hupos.
man, like a mug.
Con.
Like
It's like I think it's like a
I think it's a type of kite.
nah.
If
It's
I'm
a
not
ground. It's a ground bird. I heard it before. Let me see. It's like a ground bird.
Yeah, get that right quick,
Yes,
King.
yeah. It's a damn road runner, man.
Oh, road runner. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can't eat
It's a,
that,
no road runners, man. Hoop,
man.
hoop,
No meat.
hoopos. Hoopos are colorful birds found across Africa, Asia, Europe, notable for their distinctive crown of feathers. Three living in one, yeah, so on and so forth. Right. So yeah, they're ground birds. Gone.
Con.
Right. Going back. Um, Con. The owl, right? The owl, nighthawk, cuckoo, the hawk after his kind, the little owl and the great owl and the swan, pelican, gear, eagle, cormorant, stork, heron after her kind, the lapwing, and the bat, and every creeping thing that flieth is unclean unto you. That shall not be eaten. They shall not be eaten. So no dragonflies, man, no bees, you know, none of those, man.
Flies.
No flies, mosquitoes. But of all clean fowls ye may eat.
Uh-huh.
Ye shall not eat. Because look, just check this out. First, it tells you on the top of all clean birds ye shall eat, right? But then it goes into a list of unclean birds you can't eat. And then
Uh-huh.
it says again, but of all clean fowls you may eat. So it don't give the list of clean birds you can eat. So to use Deuteronomy 14 verses 12 through 20 or 19, whatever's not in this list, perhaps you can eat it. You know, it's letting you know you can eat whatever's not in this list. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
but you
saying?
also
But you want
yeah,
to go
also
back to Slocky King, but you want to go back to Leviticus to get the first initial listing of the law of the birds that you can eat. This is just persuading to Deuteronomy 14. See what I'm saying?
yeah, you did it. Good job, baby.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
King.
So so yeah, so like you was going into is not you still want to look at these birds and you want to take heed to yourself if the bird is not named but it looks like the bird, it looked like a cousin of this bird, you don't want to eat that bird, right? So when it comes to the duck, right, it doesn't name duck, but we see that the pelican, right, we see that the pelican has the same feet as the duck, right? So now we know, okay, well, if I can't eat pelican and I can't eat seagulls, and ducks have the same feet as a pelican or a seagull, then I probably can't eat duck, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
also have to use discernment and choose wisely, man.
That's right. That's right. Con. Um, read on. Yeah. Verse
Con,
21. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt not give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates, that he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto an alien. Right. So if you see some roadkill, man, don't eat that, man. Don't eat no damn roadkill. Right.
sell it to a heathen.
Uh-huh. Right. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Right. And one thing I want to point out with this scripture right here, the small hat community, if y'all catch me, right? The small hat community, right? Those over there that are in the land right now portraying to be who we are, they say this verse means you can't eat milk and cheese together, man. That's not what it's talking about. Seething a kid in his mother's milk, meaning you cannot take a clean animal or look, get that baby lamb if it's still feeding nutrition from its mother's breast. If it's still in the stages of needing the milk from its mother,
Hey,
you cannot take that animal and eat that animal. You have to let it fully grow, until its mature state, rather, right? For lack of better words, right? Web feet, no web feet, man. Oh man, woodpeckers are man. Hey, they make it taste good, but the Lord said no, man. So I'm gonna listen to the Lord, man. You know? Right. So yeah, thou shalt not seethe the kid in his mother's milk. Let me get that in the GNT real quick. Deuteronomy 14. All right, 21. So lucky, bear with us, y'all. Bear with us, y'all. This is the book of Deuteronomy 14 and verse number 21 in the G&T. Do not eat any animal that dies a natural death. You may let the foreigners who live among you eat it, or you may sell it to other foreigners. But you belong to the Lord your God. You are his people. Do not cook a young sheep or goat in its mother's milk. Right? Meaning it's still feeding. Don't let that thing grow, man. You don't want to take a damn goat or a sheep or a lamb that's born 2 days ago and eat that thing, man. Don't do that. You know? Right?
If I may, King.
Go ahead, King.
Oh, and the mother's milk is just like our circumcision, right? Is any time
Mm-hmm.
before the 8 days, right?
That's right.
You gotta let it get that nutrition for at least those 8 days, and then you could you could cook it, right? That's what
Okay.
it's talking about in thy mother's milk.
Okay, that's right. Hey sis, grab you one of these. Right? And it comes with the Apocrypha too, sis. I'm pretty sure that this will hit a lot better for you, you know what I'm saying? The G&T Bible Good News Translation. Right? It's a mighty, mighty book for good clarification, you know what I'm saying? All praise to the most high. The G&T and the NLT, they hit, right? Smack it.
Winners, hey, we the winners, man. You understand?
Come on. Hey,
Trying
I'm gonna put this up on the screen for you. I'll use the bathroom real quick, Salakia.
little pocket pistols, man. You understand? So reading in Deuteronomy, right? This is Deuteronomy. What we at 22? Kind, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, right? Talking about animals or corn and different crops, wheat, right, rice. So it says, thou shalt surely, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God, right? Yahweh thy power, in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of corn, right? The tenth of corn, of wine, of thy wine, of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herd, and of the flock, and thou mayest learn, Salakia, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahweh thy power always. Right. So you give these tithes, right, to let it be known that okay, I do fear the Lord. I am gonna give him his portion. I'm not. Why you think in Malachi, I mean in Micah, right? It says this, right? This is the book of Micah, chapter 3, and verse number my bad is Malachi, right? Malachi. My bad. Players mess up too. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, and verse number 8. And it reads, will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings, man. Right? So if we don't give the tithes to the Levites, right, which is our brethren, we robbing God, because Levi and the tithes, right, is Levi's portion, and Levi is the Lord's portion, right? So when we don't tithe to Levi, right, we robbing God. So reading on, and it says that thou mayest fearest the Lord thy God always, man. Right? So when you give your tithe, you showing how much you really fear God, man. Right? Fear Yahweh. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it. So if you can't carry all your tithes every year, once a year, right, to the Levites, and it's too much for you, right? Or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, then then shalt thou turn it into money. Right now, you want to turn it into some type of coinage, right? Some type of material, gold, silver, diamonds, crystals, whatever we're accepting at the moment. Then thou shalt turn it into money and bind up the money in thine hand, right? Knowing it's not going to be just your hand, it's going to be in a purse, right? In a book sack, right? On a camel, you know. It says, and bind up the money in thine hand, and Salaki, I'm gonna read it from the top. Then shalt thou turn it into money and bind up the money in thine hand, and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. So now you're gonna pay your way, right? Instead of robbing God, man. Right? Because God said, right, going back to Micah chapter 3 and verse number 9, God said, it said, ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes unto the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, man. Right? Because Levi is the Lord's portion, and Levi houses is the Lord's house. And it says, and prove me now wherewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive. So this is literal, man. When you give your tenths, man, we was talking about it earlier. The Lord's judgment is like a ring, even his righteous judgments, and they're like a ring. So when we give our tenth, we give our tithes, right? He opens up the windows of heaven and gives us rain, so that way we have too much, man. Right? And then one more precept, right quick, right up in Matthew, right? Shit. Hey, grab this for me and read it, King. Um, Matthew, no, John chapter 21 and verse number 4, I believe. Right? Because just like he said, he gonna open up the windows of heaven and give us a blessing that's so much that we're not able to receive. Shalom, Hazak, man. I think that's you, King. Shalom,
Nah,
King.
that's Adino.
That's Adino. All right, Shalom, Adino, man. It's good to see you in here, King. The water for
Con.
finally posting something in the chat. Con.
Uh,
So,
t- 21 and 4.
yeah, start at 4.
This is the book of John, chapter 21 and verse number 4. But when the morning was now come, Yahweh Shai stood on the shore, but the disciples knew not that it was Yahweh Shai.
Uh-huh.
Then Yahweh Shai saith unto them, children, have ye any meat? They answered him, no.
Con. So, hey, man, just like he said, hey, guess what? They wasn't just sitting there, man. They was constantly throwing that net out trying to get these fish to come in, man. Right? They was doing the works of the Lord until the Lord blessed them, right? So that's the same thing that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai talks about. He says, give and you shall receive, right? So they gave their time, they gave their effort, man, right? And now they're about to receive. Go
That's
ahead,
right.
King.
And he said unto them, cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye
So
shall find.
the right side has everything to do with the good side. There's the right side, right hand angels, and then the left hand angels, man. And stuff dealing with the left hand, man, is not righteous, man. And stuff dealing with the right hand is righteous, man. Right? So he said, hey, man, put your doings on the right hand side with the Lord, right? So that way I could bless you. Right? Read on.
Con.
Read it
They
from the top.
cast the con. And he said unto them, cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find. They cast therefore, And now they were not able to draw it for the multitude of fishes. Come on, read on.
That's just like, nah, that's it. That's just like when he said, try me, right? Prove me and see if I don't open up the windows of heaven for a blessing, right? Same thing that actually happened right here, man. So hey, man, if you do what the Lord commands you, man, He'll bless you abundantly, right? Let's go back to Deuteronomy.
Come on.
Stop
Come on,
playing with
where'd you
that
leave off at? Where'd you leave at? 24?
Khan, I left out I left on like 24.
Come on, 24. Yeah, come on, again. And if the way be too long for thee, so thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God,
Mm-hmm.
and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household.
God.
And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he hath no part nor inheritance with thee.
Khan, meaning he don't have a land where he could cultivate these things or feed these flocks, right?
That's
That's
right.
not his portion. His portion is not our portion, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
had to give unto the Levites, man, right? Right now,
That's right.
man, Levite, man, Levites, they got the same thing as us, man. They in slavery, man. They working a 9 to 5. They got they paying rent just like us, right? We're not in the land where we could just be like, okay, we gotta give him this because he don't have nothing. They working, hustling, and bustling just like us, man. Right? Go ahead, King.
Mm-hmm. Verse 28. At the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt
Mm-hmm.
lay it up within thy gates.
Mm.
And the Levite, because he hath no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come, and shall eat and be satisfied.
Mm.
That Yahweh thy power may bless thee
Mm.
in all the work of thine hand which thou doest. Mm-hmm.
Con, man. Hey man, so hey, when you bless the Levites, you bless the fatherless, you bless the widow, right? The Lord is gonna bless you in abundance, man. That's what He's telling you, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
Khan, the bar Yahweh will not Shema, man. All that Yahweh said, we do and hear.
God, all that Yahweh said we will do and hear. God, next chapter. This
Bless.
Deuteronomy 15 and verse 1. At the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called the Lord's release. Yahweh's
Man,
release, right?
man.
Right. Con. Verse 3. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for Yahweh shall greatly bless thee in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. For Yahweh thy power blesseth thee, as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. And thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee.
Hey man. The Lord prophesied, Moses prophesying from the Lord, man. Like this happened, man. The opposite of this happened to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, this happened, man. Right? You even see Joseph doing this in captivity, right? Lending to many nations, man.
Mm-hmm. That's
Right?
right.
So, yeah, let get this precept real quick.
Con.
Hebrews 4:9. Hey,
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse number 9. There remaineth therefore a rest of the people of Slack. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as God did from his.
hey man. So right now we're going through the rest of the land, right? The release, right? The year of Jubilee, right? I believe we're gonna touch on all this in verse 15. I mean in chapter 15, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's coming a time where we're gonna cease from our work and we're gonna have rest for eternal, right? Right next to the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? And this is what who I believe the beloved Paul, man, is going into, right? Go ahead, King.
Come, verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Come. That's all you wanted, King?
Yeah, just to prove, man, that we're gonna enter into this rest, man, right? And this year of rest, or release, right? We're gonna get released and be at rest too from this captivity that we in right now.
That's
Right, but go
right.
ahead. We could go back, King.
Come. Deuteronomy 15 and verse 7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother.
Mm-hmm.
But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanteth.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab this in Sirach once again because the Sirach is just expounding on the law. He said, "This I write to those that I'm gonna get it." Matter of fact, said this I write to those that wisdom from God He give it. Where I want it says Jesus, right? This is Jesus, the son of Sirach, and grandchild to Jesus of the same name with him, this man whereof he lived, right? I wanna drop down to my bad. It says now his grandfather Jesus, as he himself witnessed, was a man of great diligence and wisdom among the Hebrews, who did not wantonly gather the graves and short sentences of the wise men that had been before him, but himself also uttered some of his own, full of much understanding and wisdom. When damn, I don't want to read this whole thing. So, but what James did, the son of Sirach, he expounded on the law, right? Now I want to get this up in Sirach, right, chapter 29 and verse number 29 and 8. It says, "Yet have thou patience with a man in poor estate, and delay not to show him mercy. Help the
Mm-hmm.
poor for the commandment's sake, and turn him not away because of his poverty. Loose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let it not rust under a stone to be lost." Right? And then it said, drop down to 12. It says, "Shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction." right? So, hey, man, the Lord commands us, man, to loose our money, man, unto the poor, man, unto the fatherless, right? I yield.
God, that's right. That's right. You know, the Most High makes sure everybody's straight, man. If you can't get it, but your brother can get it, hey, he got to help you get it too. Why? Because the Lord gave it to him. You got to pass that on, man. You can't be stingy, man. Oh man, I got $70, but hey, your brother only got $5, man. Hey, get that brother some money, man. You know, you can't have that stinginess in your heart, man. That's unrighteous, man.
Con.
I knew a Moabite heathen I used to grow up with, man. He was always stingy with his bread, man. You know,
Man, it
and
sound
got
that
that
sound
spirit.
that sounds about right, man. But Jake, man, Jake go broke, to chill and have fun with his brothers, man.
That's right.
Right? Jake,
That's
Jake
right.
go broke for that, man.
That's right. Con, verse 9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the seventh year, the year of release, is at hand, and thine eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto Yahweh against thee, and
Oh man,
it be a sin unto thee. Mm.
man,
Matter of fact,
Whew.
I think I got a
Man,
precept on that.
I got a high like that, man. That's a good one.
Con,
He said, beware that there be not a wicked, be not a thought in thy wicked heart.
that's
He
right.
said, all y'all mind is bad. Nigga. Go ahead, King.
Con, Con, I'm pulling it up right here. Right,
Man,
classic,
that's
man.
funny.
Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter KJV. Right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, and verse 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Make
Woo,
not an hungry soul sorrowful,
man.
neither provoke a man in his distress. Add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed,
Mm,
and defer not to give to him that is in need.
mm,
Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man.
mm.
Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee.
Thirsty. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Right? Watch this though. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him.
Save him. Damn.
Hey, the Most High gonna hear his cry, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, our people out
Beautiful.
there cursed
Beautiful.
it and going through. You see a brother at a store, man, be like, look, man, I could really use some chips, some water, maybe a soda, man. I ain't got it. I know damn well you got $50 in your pocket, man. And you only spending $10 for gas, man. You can't buy that brother some chips and something to drink, man. You know?
That's Sirach 4.
Sirach 4, that's right.
Uh,
I'm gonna read on real quick. Get thyself the love of the congregation, and bow thy head to a great man, right? Which is the most high, man. You know what I'm saying? Understand what he's saying to you through wisdom, right? You don't want to be that brother like, oh man, that brother, man, yeah, he be looking down on me, man. Yeah, I asked him for $20 every day. I ain't gonna ask that Jake no more, man. I ain't gonna ask him nothing, man. I see how type of brother he is. Got gold chains on. You just pulled up in a new Mercedes Benz, right? Brand new chrome wheels. You doing all right, man. You living it up in Babylon, man. You know, or the Most High blessed you enough to have good things, and you can't pass those blessings on to somebody who's in need. That's off, man.
yep.
Watch this. Let it not grieve thee to bow down thine ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness.
Mm.
That can go into, you know what, man, I ain't really got it right now. Left my wallet at home. You being honest, man. If I would, brother, I got you. And then the week later, you see him again. Hey, I told you I got you. I ain't have it last week, but I got you right now, man. Not, I ain't got it, bro. Hey, man, can I have $1? Get $2, man. I ain't got it. Got a pocket full of money, man.
Con.
You know?
Bring it
That's
out.
it on that. Now you
Con. It's that
going back.
work, man. It's that work. Go
Con.
ahead.
Right? And he cry unto the Lord against thee, and it be a sin unto thee.
Mm.
Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him. Damn, man. Why'd I give him that $5, man? I was gonna use that for something. Nah, man. Get out that spirit, man. That's off.
Con.
Because that for this thing, Yahweh thy power shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thine hand unto. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, Thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land. God. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man or an Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free, right? Or she. Oh no, because he's with the woman's always with the man, right? Go
Con.
free from thee. They serve together through him, through that servant, that Hebrew man, right?
Con.
13. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. Man.
Mm.
And we went into that a couple months ago, man. When we was reading
Con.
Leviticus, man. You know,
Yeah.
here, take some goods, say, man, I got this pack. Here's some corn, man. Take that here, 2 jugs of wine, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure you straight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Con. Con.
Right
And
here,
I'm gonna give
look.
you a strange, servant, a stranger servant. Here,
Uh-huh.
take this Hamite too, man. Here, take this Moabite, man.
Come. He said, how do we discern the needy from the fakers? I got you right now. 1 second. This is a good way to do it.
And
I'll tell you right now.
you also could still help them and let the Lord deal with them,
That's right.
because your heart wasn't in the right place. All right.
Let me get there real quick. So this is how we maneuver, man, through the spirit, right, and wisdom. So Ecclesiasticus 12:4 says, "Give to the godly man and help not a sinner." Right. So when we put in positions to like I'll see somebody at the store or something, right? I won't mind helping that brother at all, right? I'm not gonna take my hand away from helping that brother out. But at the same time, when I feed that brother some physical meat, I also got to give him that spiritual meat as well. And it's up to them if they take heed or not. Show them how the Lord can help them out of that situation from being that lowly man, right? Christ raised up lame men, right? That was lame in the spirit, right? So if a brother want to continue in his ways, and you can kind of discern that spirit, that brother is just asking for money so he can buy some more drugs to help him further keep sinning. You can tell by another spirit on a brother, right? If he's real humble about it. Look, man, I just want to get some chips, some Gatorade, and a water, man. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Come out the store, give it whatever you need to give them. You know what I'm saying? Then you give them the word of the Lord after that. You let them know what the truth is, man, because we're the ones who know the truth, right? Hey, the Lord got you, man. All you got to do is repent, keep the commandments, put your faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Pray to him daily. Don't cease from it. And the Most High is going to get you out that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell them we the Israelites, do everything that we do, you know? And then if you
Con.
see that brother and you keep seeing him and you keep seeing him and he's still caught in his ways, you gotta refrain from giving him, because you keep on furthering himself from being afflicted by the Lord. The Lord is chastising that brother, and you hindering the Lord's chastisement on that brother so he can see the vision. That brother has to see that there is good out there. That brother or that Eve, right, still has to see that there is men of God. Let me reflect. Let me examine myself. Let me do what that brother told me to do. Let me repent. Let me have faith. Let me get out this situation I'm in. Or give me them chips, man. I'm gonna just keep doing what I want to do. Right? You got to stop helping that brother eventually, man. You keep furthering his sinning. Right? Right here, look. Do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly. Hold back thy bread, and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Give unto the good, and help not the sinner. So it's not a
Con,
contradiction. It's just how you maneuver through wisdom, man. You can help that brother out, give him the word, give him some spiritual bread. But if he wants to keep set in his ways and not repent, then you got to hold back your bread from that, man. Give it to another. Try it on another lowly or poor man or a widow, man. You know,
con,
and not you.
con. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Nah,
Con,
man,
go
that's
back.
it. That's it. That's all, man. That's it. That's all.
Right. So, con. Yeah, like a con artist, man. We know what's up. We smart Jakes out here. We smart Eves out here, man. We know what's going on. You know. Reading on. Again, if thy brother be in Hebrew, man, right? Salakia, verse 13. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. But this is going into your brother's being your manservant being of the your same stock, right? He works for you for the 6 years under what they call it, not slavery, but
Servitude.
indentured servants, right? Yeah, indentured servitude, right? After he works for you for 6 years, be like, all right, you done, get out of here. Nah, man, give that brother some stuff, man, right? And it's going to elaborate. Verse 14, thou
Con,
shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock and out of thy floor and out of thy winepress of that worth the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, thou shalt give it unto him.
man.
You know,
Con.
right?
Hey, you always got to remember, man, it's the Lord that gave you the increase. So you got to give it back, man. And the way that we give it back is by giving unto our people, man.
That's right. That's right. Read on. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy God redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. You know, we know how it is, man. That's just how our spirits move, man. We's all struggling, man. We's all in a lowly state, man. And you still gonna harden your heart and not give to somebody that's in need, you know? I be like, hey, look, man, I was once there with you. I understand what you're going through, man. Ain't nothing to me, man. I ain't tripping. I'm about to make a check next week at work. Like, what the hell am I gonna be wicked about it for? Like, nah, man, that's off. Check the spirit, man.
Con, let me
All
get a
right,
quick precept.
bring it out, King.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse number Salaki, and verse number 8 in the GNT. And it reads, Salah, and it reads, heal the sick, bring the dead back to life, heal those who suffer from dreaded skin disease, and drive out demons. You must receive, you have received without pain, so give without being paid.
Hmm.
Right? So freely you have received, man. So you gotta freely give, man. Right? So the Lord has given us stuff, right? Whether it be spiritual money, which is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And obedience, or physical money, which is actual resources and a defense against this evil system called America. But regardless, freely you have been given, right? So freely you need to give, man. God didn't have to give you your job. God didn't have to give you a raise, man. Right? But he did it all so that you could freely give to those brothers and sisters that's in need.
That's right. That's right. God.
Kind of yield with that.
God, reading on. Verse 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee in thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take it all and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And
Mm,
also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise.
Mm.
right? So if you don't want to leave, man, but look, man, I really like it here. You know what I'm saying? I really love you, my brother. I don't want to just work for you for 6 years and have to go somewhere else. I'm established with you. You know, I really want to be amongst your household, man. I want to be a part of your household. He a poor man, man. He don't have no family. Family probably died in war, so he don't got nobody else but you, man. You took him in for that 6 years. The seventh year comes, you got to release him from being your servant, right? Servant
Oh,
in righteousness, though, man. Not no damn whips and chains and none of that, man. Not no damn slaves, man. A servant in righteousness, man. Right? He feeding the sheep for you. You know what I'm saying? He hooking up the corn crops for you. He cleaning the house up. You know what I'm saying? So instead of releasing him that seventh year, if he want to stay, you gotta pierce his ear through the doorpost, right? That's what all is the tool that you use to pierce your ear. Put his ear on the doorpost and put a hole through his earlobe, right? Like an earring, or for lack of better words, right, or terms, right? And so he can show and represent, like, look, man, I'm you can't release me no more. I'm your servant forever. This represents me being under your servitude forever. I want to stay in your household, man. You
con,
know, give him
con.
that sign.
That's right.
Verse 18. It shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he hath been worth a double hired servant to thee, in
Man,
serving thee 6 years, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all that thou doest. Ah,
man.
man, you can stay with me, man. You know what? You did a heck of a job, man. I need you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You staying with me, man. I don't want to let you go. You know?
Con. Give him his own land, his own couple acres, man, his own
Uh-huh.
animals, own crops. You know what I mean? He
Mm.
still works for you, but he also have his own, man.
And so now that you stay with me forever, hey man, we gonna take that time. You know, we have more than enough time to build you a house next to mine, man. You know,
Yep, yep, straight up.
on our plot of land. Verse 19. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock, thou shalt sanctify unto Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shear the firstling of thy sheep. Right? They're
Mm-hmm.
sanctified. They're set apart to the Lord, man. They're not made to haul your goods around, put them to work, or be work animals, man. They're for the Lord, right?
Yep.
It's gonna
They
cause them
got
to get blemishes on. Go ahead, King.
Yep, that's right. That's right. And you stress them out. You know what I mean? The Lord want that animal pure. That's why he said not to even shave the firstling of thy sheep, right? You got to make sure that they just like how they came out, that's how the Lord trying to receive them, right? He don't want
Mm-hmm.
no blot, no blemishes on them.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Verse 20. Thou shalt eat it before Yahweh thy power year by year in the place where Yahweh shall choose, thou and thy household. And if
Uh,
there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto Yahweh thy power.
mm-hmm.
Thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, as the roebuck and as the hart. Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof, thou shalt pour it upon the ground as water.
Man, he has to keep on saying that, man,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because Israel just don't understand. We're a repetitive nation, man, right?
That's right. Didn't I tell you 5 times, man? Stop grabbing that remote.
Yeah, I still forgot. Damn, man. That's Israel, bro. But yeah, the bar Yahweh would not Shema, all that Yahweh said, we do and hear.
All that Yahweh said we do in here. Where we stop at on this one?
Uh
Verse 17. 17.
17.
This is Deuteronomy 16 and 11. Observe the month of Abib and keep the Passover unto Yahweh thy power. For in the month of Abib
the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. Right?
Con,
Abib
you
is
said
another. Go ahead, King. Slacky, go ahead.
you said Deuteronomy 16:11. It's Deuteronomy 16:1. Just wanna throw
No,
that
no,
out there.
no.
My bad.
I did. Oh, Slacky, yeah, Slacky,
Yeah,
King.
con. Go ahead though. My
Con.
bad. I ain't mean to rudely interrupt you.
No, you good, King. I didn't know. But yeah, month of Abib, right, is also the month of Nisan, which is the first year of our calendar, right? That's why the Lord said, "This shall be the first month to unto you." Don't worry about what the other nations doing and they dates and all that stuff. This is your first year. I'm establishing you as my people, right? Right.
Con,
So Abib is also Nisan, the month of Nisan and Abib are one and the same, right? So in the first month we got to keep the Passover, right? It don't say the first month, but Abib is the first month,
con,
right? We got to keep the Passover of Yahweh, our power, for in the month of Abib, right? That same month he brought us out of Egypt, that first month, right? We got to keep it as a memorial. That's why he said that. Right, real quick. Verse 2. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto Yahweh thy power of the flock and the herd in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there.
con,
Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction.
damn.
For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, right?
Mm-hmm.
That thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life, right?
Con, hey,
And you got something? Go ahead.
yeah, con. You better at this than me. Um, I if you can get Psalms 114 in the GNT.
Okay, come,
Check this out, man. This is a
come.
Passover song, right? And right now we're reading about the Passover, man. Right?
Start at what,
So
verse 1? Mm-hmm.
uh,
Come. This Psalms 114 and 1 in the G&T. When the people of Israel left Egypt, when Jacob's descendants left that foreign land, Judah became the Lord's holy people. Israel became his own possession. The Red Sea looked and ran away. The Jordan River stopped flowing. The mountains skipped like goats. The hills jumped around like lambs.
man.
What happened, sea, to make you run away? And
Mm,
you, O Jordan, why did you stop flowing? You mountains, why did you skip like goats? You hills, why did you jump around like lambs? Tremble, earth, at the Lord's coming, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who changes rocks into pools of water and solid cliffs into flowing springs.
hey, man. That's deep, man. That's deep, man. He letting you know, man,
Uh,
the nations trembled from the name of the Lord, man. They
mm-hmm.
trembled by us, by knowing that we was coming through, man. Right? So I mean the song, right, of the Passover is a big deal because it's like, okay, shit, why did the goats do this? Why did the mountains do this? Why did the hills do that? And it was all because they heard what happened through us through the Red Sea running away, which is parting, right? And then from the way that we plagued the Egyptians, right, through the hand of Yahweh.
That's right. That's right. God, mighty, mighty. And that's a good 8 verse chapter, man. I encourage y'all to read that 8 verse chapter and really meditate on it because you know it's easier to meditate on because it's only 8 verses. You know what I'm saying? Try to memorize that thing, man. It'll go
Uh,
well with you. All right,
uh,
going back now, Slucky. Con, right? And one thing I want to point out real quick, right here, thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. Right?
Oof.
Because when we going through these things, man, I know from experience for the past couple of Pesachs, right? Passovers, man. When you dealing with not eating leavened bread, which goes into basically eating whatever you want, crackers, cookies, things that are leavened, man. You don't have no issue because you always have something. But you're afflicted in the spirit and you're going through a lot more stomach rumblings, right? Because now you're trying to be walking on eggshells and circumspect about what you eat. You're afflicted more. You're constantly reminding yourself of why you're doing this, and you're hearkening on to what our forefathers and foremothers had to go through. It's a constant reminder when you're refraining from eating anything leavened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't eat that, man. What you talking about? You ain't gonna get a slice of this bread cake, man. Look at this, man. Got chicken, cheese. Oh, I can't, man. I can't eat nothing leavened, man. Oh, or not. Oh, brother. The people in the world, man. So when you're refraining from things like this, you're constantly afflicting your spirit and the remembrance of what came to pass and what is going to come to pass later on, and what Yahweh Shai had to go through as well. Khan,
Con. That's right.
Khan. Right. Deuteronomy 16:4. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coast 7 days. Neither shall there anything of the flesh, which thou sacrificest the first day at even, remain all night unto the morning. Right? You gotta burn that Passover lamb, man. Right? Exodus chapter 12, man. 16:5. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Con, man. Go ahead, King.
But at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt roast it, and thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose. And thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents.
Mm.
6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the seventh day shall be a solemn assembly to Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt do no work therein. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn. Right? The feast of harvest, right? And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand,
Mm.
which thou shalt give unto Yahweh thy power, according as Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee.
Mm.
And thou shalt rejoice before Yahweh thy power, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you, in the place which Yahweh thy power hath chosen to place his name there.
Con. Quick
And
precept. This
come,
is the book of Psalms, chapter 118 from the top. Give thanks to the Lord because he is good and his love is eternal. Let the people of Israel say his love is eternal. Let the priests of God say his love is eternal. Let all who worship him say his love is eternal. Right? So we give thanks, man. We give thanks to the Lord, man, and we rejoice in the name of the Lord, man, because what he did for us in all of these testimonies about the children of Israel and the brothers and sisters that made it out of different trials and tribulations as being Israelites, right? I
Mm-hmm.
yield.
Con, that's right. That's right. Um, verse 12. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in Egypt, and thou shalt observe and do these statutes. Thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacles 7 days.
Uh-huh.
After that, thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. Right? So we got to keep the Passover, right? And then the Feast of Weeks, and then the Feast of Tabernacles, right? Back to back to back. And its appointed seasons, right? Verse 14. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates. Verse 15. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto Yahweh thy power in the place which Yahweh shall choose, because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase, and
Mm,
in all thy work, in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice.
mm,
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before Yahweh thy power in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. They shall not appear before the Lord empty.
mm-hmm.
Right? The feast of unleavened bread is Passover, right? Passover and the feast of unleavened bread are the same day, right? It's the one and the same. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee. That's it on that. That's where it stops.
Con, con,
Again. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of Yahweh thy power, which he hath given thee. Con.
con. Quick precept. This is the book of
Con.
Job, chapter 19, and verse number 23 in the NL, in the GNT. And it says, "How I wish that someone would remember my words and record them in a book," right? And we do have these words, man, remembered and put in a book, man. You know what I mean? So we need to remember these things. He said, 3 solemn feast days shall all Israel appear before the Lord, man. And even though we way in America, you got people way in London, man, Austria, right? Colombia, South America, right? Peru, Argentina, right? Even though we have so many people scattered all the way around the world, guess what? Every year, you have a whole bunch of Israelites taking their time and their money, man, to roast a lamb for the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, hey,
That's right.
man, that's us appearing right before the Lord, man. And we not appearing before the Lord empty-handed. That's a commandment, right? So, and also on the tabernacle, Feast of Tabernacles, man, right? Also known as the Feast of Booths, man. We appear before the Lord, man. We go out into the wilderness, right? We set up a tent, right? And we lay under a tent and sleep in a tent, man, 7 days, right? Some of us, we pop them up in the house, man. You know what I mean? So we could keep that law, man. You know, we appear before the
That's
Lord three
right.
times a
That's
year,
right.
right? I yield right there.
Con, con.
That's right, man.
I know we beat, bro. We beat. We done went through a
No.
lot of precepts. You know what I mean? We whooped, right? But we still got a little bit more to go, man. Y'all hang in there with us. 6 viewers in the chat.
Con. I'm going there. All right. This is the book of Isaiah. So now we're done with the law portion of the Torah portions, right? Reading. We done with the law. Now we head into the prophets. Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 11. Right? Isaiah 54 and 11. And it reads, O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and
Mm,
not comforted. Behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make thy windows of agates, right? And thy gates of carbuncles, and
Carbonucles.
all thy
Carbon.
carbuncle,
Yeah, carbonucles.
carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones.
So what the Lord is going through the prophet Isaiah is he's explaining, right, when it says, "Oh thou afflicted," right, talking about the Israelites, said, "Oh thou afflicted, tossed with tempest and not comforted," man. We've been tossed to and fro. We moving in a certain way, man, right, to where we can never find out who we truly are. Right, we got all these different things going on, man, and we're not comforted, man. We're actually afflicted and not comforted, man. Right, it said, "Behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors," man, meaning he's going to build up our foundation again, right? And it's going to be with beautiful colors, man. So now we're able to go through these precepts and build on a high level, man. It says the scriptures tell you, man, you shall be wiser than the ancients, man. Or I believe that's how that precept go. But not right now, we know even more than our ancestors, man. Our ancestors didn't know what was going on, man, when it came to breaking down Daniel, Ezekiel, right? Isaiah, right? They didn't know these things, but we got bigger and better breakdowns, man. Right? So that's how we're stones being laid up with fair colors, man. Right now we know how to make these scriptures really come to light and lay thy foundations with sapphires, man. Sapphire is a beautiful, strong stone, man. Right? The stone is not easily broken. So if you got a foundation, right, where you put a house on of sapphire, it's not moving. That house not moving, man. Right? Because that's a strong stone that doesn't break easy. Right? I yield right there.
God, that's right, that's right, that's right. No more desolation, you know. I think I got a probably preset for that part. Let's see.
But
Um,
Isaiah always going through some stuff where you got to read into it, man. You got to figure it out, man.
hmm Isaiah 62 and verse number 4. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate,
Mm,
but thou shalt be called Hephzibah, right? And thy land Beulah, right? Let's get that. You're gonna be called Hephzibah, right? What's Hephzibah? Hephzibah means my delight is in her,
mm,
right? We're gonna be called the Lord's delight, right? His
yeah.
delight in us, right? And that land Beulah, which is to marry, married, right? To be married, right? And I think it further expounds on that. Watch this. Yep, it does. For the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. That's what it means. Hephzibah and Beulah means the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married.
That's
Ah,
hard.
that's all I needed.
That's
All right, Khan.
kind.
Verse 13. All thy children shall be taught of Yahweh, and great shall be the peace of thy children.
Man.
In righteousness shalt thou be established. Thou
Mm,
shalt be far from oppression,
mm,
for thou shalt not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near thee. Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. Mm. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. Man, God. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh.
Man. Hey, man. Yeah, and we know what that waster is, man. The waste is called the NUKE, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the big kaboom, right?
That's right. Real quick, I got a preset for right here. I think it's I'm gonna paraphrase it. Running out of brain power. Salakia. Con, right here. Matthew 3. Matthew chapter 3. Right? Matthew 3 and verse verse 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire, right? Whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
That's
Right?
right.
So to fan with his hand, that means he's making that fire hotter and hotter and hotter till that fire gets increased more, increased and increased and increased. Right? That's why it says here, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals of the fire, right? Adding more wind to the flame, right? And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, meaning that fan, man, right? And have created the waster to destroy, right? Yahweh Shai is in that position to hold that instrument, right? And he's that smith that's going to blow the coals in the fire to destroy the workers of iniquity, right? Or the tares in Matthew, right? By the decree of the Most High God Yahweh.
Khan, that's right. Give me Isaiah
So like you cut out, King.
40 and 4. Isaiah.
That's 40.
Khan.
It's Isaiah 40 and 4. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low.
Mm-hmm.
And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain.
Khan. So hey man, when he send these nukes, when these nukes come, man, the land that was once crooked, high hills, high buildings, sky rises, all that, man, is gonna be turned into a plain, man. Right? That mean a flat land, man. This thing gonna have so much going on, man, that the land gonna become flat. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. God.
Khan. That's it.
God. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse number 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yea, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Man, man, man. Get my bad.
John 4, or
What is it? What is that?
the fountain of living waters,
Khan,
a
grab that
well.
one.
Grab that real quick and get your precept after. Con. John chapter 4 and verse 10. Yahushua answered and said unto her, right, the Samaritan woman, right, the northern kingdom woman, if thou knewest the gift of God and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldest have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
Con. So, hey, man, that water, man, is talking about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, of the Most High God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get Revelation chapter 10
Con.
and verse number 9, 8.
Con. This is Revelation 10 and verse number 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel, and he said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
So the book is the honey, right? And we need to
Mm-hmm.
read it and eat it up, right? So that way we can understand how to bring this to the nations, man. Not only our own nation, but also to the strange nations, right? We need to take this
Mm-hmm.
book, eat it up, so it could be sweet as honey. So the book is the honey, right? The water is the word of God and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And then we also have what? Um Wine, and we know wine is prophecy, right, or doctrine, right?
Con.
Hold on. Get Revelation 18 and 3, right? We know that wine is a belief system, right, or doctrine, right? Also prophecy.
Con. This is Revelation 18 and 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Uh-huh. See,
And the
wine
king.
is a
Mm-hmm.
doctrine, right? Some people could use doctrine for righteousness, could use wine for righteousness, or you could use wine for wickedness, which is of her fornication, right? Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her,
Mm-hmm.
and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Uh-huh. And her delicacies is right. You do as you will, man. Live how you want to live, man. That's the
Mm-hmm.
delicacy, man. Right? YOLO, man. Right? You only have one life to live, man. Right? All this is the wine of her drunkenness, her fornication, man. And all nations have drunken of it, right? So wine would be doctrines, right, and prophecy,
That's right. That's right.
right?
Bring it
So you
out.
have
Bring it
you
out.
have honey, you have wine, right? You have water, right? And milk, as we all know, is the milk of the word, man, which would be the law, right?
Mm-hmm. Bring it out. Come on. Keep
My bad,
reading.
we running on fumes, so we're gonna keep this thing going though, right? So get First Peter chapter 2, verse 2.
Uh-huh. It's First Peter chapter 2, verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
Uh-huh. And the sincere milk, man, is the sincere milk of the word, man, is the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? That's why he said in verse 1, wherefore laying aside all malice and guile and hypocrisies, right? Hypocrisies, right? The reason why he said hypocrisies is because you have people that knew the law, teach the law, right? Claim to abide by the law, but didn't, right? So that's why we get this precept, First Peter 2 and 2, desire the sincere milk, man, as newborn babes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the milk of the word is the little things, right? The things that's not too high for your understanding,
That's right. That's right.
right? That's it.
I also want to bring out one more thing back in Revelation 10 and 9, right? Um, And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Right on it, and on another fold, you know, it's also because the scriptures always is in many folds, man. And on another fold, man, is knowing this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in this truth. You know, hey, man, it's bitter at sometimes, man. Because we know what's going to happen. We know the state of our people. We know the predicament that we in, right? It makes our belly bitter. But in the end, what? Salvation, right? Righteousness, everlasting life, standing with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, no more oppression. All of these things, man, is going to come out sweet as honey. See what I'm saying?
Con.
You know, come that's it. Now you.
Let's go back to Isaiah.
Okay, it's like it for verse 10. That's the part I wanted. And I took the
Yeah.
little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. Knowing the truth, knowing who we are we the Israelites? Oh man, can't wait to tell everybody, man. Oh, I love this thing, man. But once you start getting into the deeper understandings, right? When you eat this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of who we are and the things we have to do, right? In the state of our people, your belly starts to get bitter, man. You start to understand, like, damn, everybody's not gonna make it. It's a long run, man. The beginning is fine. The beginning is honey. It's sweet. It's joyous. But then once you steadfast and you endure this truth, when it becomes bitter, man. Not bitter as in you loathe it, not bitter as you despise it, but bitter as in it's not as sweet as it was at the beginning, man. You know,
That's right, King. That's right.
constantly enduring. Go ahead,
And
King.
like you said, King, is sweet to where you want to go tell everybody. Then you realize when you tell everybody, everybody don't accept it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Most people don't accept it. So it gets better, man, because you're sitting here trying to tell somebody the truth and get them to believe in the faith, and it's like, oh, damn that, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, so it hurts, man. All right, that's it, King. I yield.
So like, yeah, where we at? Verse 4, verse 8. I mean, 3. I thought that was 8. Um, 2. Slack. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is no bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delighteth itself in fatness.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we was in the spirit on the Lord's day, right? Brought
Mm-hmm.
out those precepts about eating, and look at that, right? Go ahead, King.
Con, con. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Man. Hey, man, and you see that, man. We brought that out earlier, man. The new covenant, man. The new covenant is gonna be with us, man, and it's gonna endure forever, man. And we're gonna have the laws written on our inward parts, right?
Con. Verse number 4. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and commander to the people.
Mm.
Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee because of Yahweh thy power, and for the Holy One of Israel, right? Yahweh Shai, for he hath glorified thee.
Uh-huh. Con, right? Con. So he
And
said,
that's it on this
Salah.
part.
Yeah, Con. I'm gonna bring out something right quick, and you can
Mm-hmm.
go to the gospel.
Con. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Sirach, right? Chapter 43 and verse number 30 in the GNT, and it reads, "Though you do your best to praise him, he is greater than you can ever express. Though you honor him tirelessly and with all your strength, you still cannot praise him enough. No one has seen him, no one can describe him, no one can praise him as he deserves." Right? Uh Salakia, I'm gonna jump up right to 28. How can we find the power to praise him? He is greater than all his creation, right? So the Lord created everything, and we can't praise him as much as he has glorified himself only, man. He's more gloriful than we ever could praise him, man. Khan,
Con, that's right. That's right. The most glorious, man. We cannot serve the Most High enough, man. We can't praise the Most High enough, man. It's never ending, man. You
Khan.
know. Give me a quick second. I'm trying to do this.
All Gucci. Said Red Tide Faith said when we get back, everyone else will follow because the world is out of whack. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true, man. That's true, man. The Lord is full of chaos, man. And yeah,
That's
man,
that.
that'd be vexing, man. Seeing how many reject Yahweh Shah's oracle, man. Right?
That's that. Jeremiah 16:19, man. They shall come from the ends of the earth. You know.
That's right. To praise or give offerings, to the Lord.
All right. Um. All right. Salaki
Matthew.
King. Yeah. No, it's John 6:35.
Con.
All right, y'all with us?
35.
Y'all with us in the end, man. Y'all held on to the end, man. It's only a few more verses we got left. Right. Appreciate y'all that's still on this shit, man. Making it to shore with us, man. All praises to the Most High.
All praise to
Right.
the Most High, man. And
Con.
it was an honor and a glory, man, to have the 10 viewers, 9 viewers that was in here, man, going over the law, man, with your brethren, man. Right? Go
Con.
ahead, King.
Con. This is John chapter 6 and verse number 35. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst.
Calm, man. So when we come to the Lord, man, we hunger and we thirst after the scriptures, and the Lord gives us the understanding, meaning we're gonna be filled, man. We won't thirst, we won't be hungry, right? Go ahead, King.
Mm-hmm. Con. Quick precept real fast.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 18 and 18. All right, let's get that. It's Deuteronomy 18 and 18. It says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee. And I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Right? And we
That's
know
right.
this is talking about Yahweh Shai, man. Right? So when he says, I'm the bread of life, right? And all who come to me will never believeth on him will never thirst, right? That bread being the word of the Most High, man, which is Yahweh Shai. Let's get that in Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse number 3,
Huh.
right?
Uh,
Con. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the
out
mouth
of the
of
mouth
Yahweh
of
doth
man.
man live. Right? Also going into Yahweh Shai, being that word that comes out of proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh, giving him that decree, giving him that order to be that bread of life for the children of Israel, man. You know?
Appreciate it, King.
Con.
Done. Red Tie said, "I'd rather ride with two lions, right, versus 10,000 cowards, man.
Con.
Right?
Oh, crazy.
Cowards meaning you brothers that don't keep the commandments of God. You understand?
Con.
Because he
Hey,
said,
Tama, hit me soon. Hit me when you can, King. I've been trying to get in contact with you. Hit me on the Discord if you need to, or Facebook, King. All right. All praise to the Most High.
all praises.
Um, all right, reading on. Right. But I said unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not.
Mm.
All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will which he hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will.
Quick precept.
Come, working.
Con, Salakia. This is the book of John, right? Chapter 10 and verse number 9. And it reads, I am the door. By me, if any man entereth in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. Right? A thief, Salakia, I don't want that. But as the Lord said, man, as Yahushua said, our Adawan, right? Our Malak, right? Our king. He said what? He said, verse 36 in John chapter 6, it says, But I said unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. So that's why he explaining in John chapter 10, right? I'm the door, I'm the way. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, man. Right? That meaning he not gonna be cast out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we understand, right, that these two Shalaki having a brain fart, these two parables, right, linked together, right?
That's right. That's right. I am the door to everlasting life. That's right. Walk me in it, man. Right. Verse 40.
Uh,
And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at that last day.
This the part of being saved, man. If you, I am the door, man. You come to me, you enter in, right? You gonna get that salvation, man. Same way he said, the ones that hear me, man, my Father have sent them, man. Right? He said, and this is the Father's will which sent me, that if all which he had given me, I I should lose nothing, right? So the same way, man, it's talking about the salvation of his saints, man, that keep the
Mm-hmm.
commandments and the faith, right, until the end, man. Right? Check this out right quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Salakia, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith in Yahweh, right? So that's the brothers and sisters he's talking about, right? Go ahead, King.
That's right. That's right. All they that do the commandments, man. The saints, according to Psalms 50 and 5, man, the ones that made a covenant with the Lord, man. You know?
God bless you.
Come reading on. Verse 41. The Jews then murmured at him, right? They complained because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. And they said, is not this Yahushua, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it that then that he saith, I came down from heaven? right? Hey, you was born just like one of us, man. We know your mother and your father, man. How do you come down from heaven, man? Who you think you is, man?
Man.
Right? Yahweh therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Man. And I will save him
Right?
at the last day. All right,
Mhm.
I yield.
It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore that hath heard and
Mm,
hath learned of the Father cometh unto me.
mm.
Not that any man hath seen the Father, save he which is of God. He hath seen the Father.
Con. So
Verily,
so that's crazy because he's saying the ones that do the commandments that love the Lord, that's who's seeing God, man. Right? Also talking about himself, we already know that, right? But the brothers and sisters that actually go into the law, right, and study him and keep him, that's the people that have seen God, man, that believe in God, that trust in God, right? Um, my bad. Give me Psalms, right? Chapter Salakia. 116, I believe.
mm-hmm.
Damn, that ain't it. My bad. I was gonna get this trust scripture that I found, but I can't see it now. Don't worry about it. I yield.
Come on, come on, come on.
Like I need
Um,
food in me, man. I need food in me. My brain is foggy,
we almost there, King. Enduring until the end, man. All right, let's go back.
man.
Right, verse 47, John 6:47. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life.
Mm,
I am that bread of life.
hmm.
Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. That true manna, man. Yahweh that true manna, man.
Calm.
Right?
That's
I
right.
am the living bread which came down from heaven. Right? If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And that the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. Right? So real quick, let me go back to Deuteronomy 8 and 3, because check this out. Right? Right? Verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger. Right?
Mm,
This is without Yahweh Shai, man, in the world, man. Right? We're in hunger, man. We're in need of a spiritual quickening, man. Right? And fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not. Hey, we didn't know Yahweh Shai, man. The Pharisees, Sadducees, and some of the Jews, man, they didn't know who he was, man. They didn't believe on him, right? Neither did thy fathers know, that he
mm.
might make thee to know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh doth man live. Right? So
That's
that
right.
manna that came down, right? We didn't know what that thing was, man. Right? But we needed something to help us, man. Right? To keep us going. Right? That's that physical manna that the Lord rained down from heaven, so that way we can eat it in the wilderness, right? And being in the spiritual wilderness, when we go back to John, right? Yahweh Shai saying, I am that manna. I'm likened unto
Calm.
that manna, man, that your fathers didn't even know. And that's how you're acting right now. You don't know who I am, right? But I'm that bread that not you just gonna eat in the wilderness and die like your forefathers and foremothers went through. But I'm the true spiritual living manna rained down from heaven again. But me being that manna, being that bread, you ain't never gonna die from that one, man. Not this
Man.
time. I'm coming to bring y'all back to life, man.
That's
You
right.
know? Come on.
Calm.
Verse 52. The Jews therefore strove among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? Then Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. Man,
Man, hey, man.
God,
It's about trust, obedience, and faith, man. Right? If you don't eat
God,
the bread of the Lord, man, even adversity, right, and affliction, if you don't eat of that bread, right, then you have no life, man. If you live life on easy mode and you ain't going through nothing, right, by Hashem Yahushua, right, hey, man, look, you need to pray for more chastisement, right? Because if you ain't going through stuff, man, the Lord ain't dealing with you.
mm-hmm, God. Yeah, because the old works of sanctification was dead. We needed Yahushua, the Lamb, the new covenant. Wow. Yeah, that's right. That's
Mhm.
that new manna, man. We in spiritual wilderness right now, man. Right? But instead of in the old wilderness, right, back with our forefathers and foremothers, man, we died, man. That manna was not sufficient for us to live, man. We still went off, man. Right?
Con,
But now learning about the new manna that rained down from heaven, which is Yahweh, man, that's gonna quicken us back to life and to everlasting life, man. That's why he said, this bread you shall not die, though. This manna, you not gonna die, like your forefathers and them
con,
did, man.
con,
Right? And Khan, whosoever, verse 54, whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
con. And that's it. We're supposed to end at 51, but
Khan.
it was beautiful to go all the way to there, man. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right. It's like a boxing match, man. The last round, man. Both play, both fighters are tired. You know what I mean? One is sweating too much and he got blood going in his eye. Right? But we finished the fight, man. We finished the fight, man. Right? Before we end out, man, give me Philippians chapter 4 and verse number 4.
Khan. 1 second. The water. So this Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.
Hey, man. You see it, man. Read on.
Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand.
Hey, man, the day of the Lord is at hand, man. It says rejoice in the Lord. Again, I say rejoice, right? And let your moderation be known among all men. So the way that you do your thing, make sure you're doing your thing to glorify the Lord, because the day of the Lord is near, man. Right? I yield with that.
I got an ending precept right here. First
Con,
Corinthians 15 and 58. Right? I started 57. But thanks be to God, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua. Therefore, my beloved brethren, right? And I'm speaking to all y'all that's in this chat right now, man. And all y'all that's tuned in and will tune in, right? Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord, man. Right. So the
con,
water for y'all coming in here, man, and plowing the field with us, man, tilling the ground with us, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. We really appreciate y'all, supping with us this Shabbat services, man. You know? Come.
con.
Khan, that's right, that's right. Red Tide Faith, the water king, you know. All
Con,
praise to
man.
the
See
most
you,
high
see
for
you,
tuning in.
see you next time too, King.
That's right, that's
All right,
right.
Con, you ready to end out?
Yeah, Khan. So with that, I'm gonna say call law, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to you to fellow brothers and sisters out there, man. And we'll see y'all hopefully next week at the gift festival. If y'all tuning in or if y'all gonna tune into that, man, most high willing, you know, the water. Akim and Akwas.
Con,
Wafi.
Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Shah Barakathum, man. All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, right? And blessings to the elect and the 1/3, right? Keep enduring, man. Keep the faith, man. We fighting a good fight of faith, man. And Lord willing, we be able to see everybody in here in the kingdom, man. Right? Shalom and Kwam Yashala.
Kwame Yasharala.